Hey, it's Red Bane with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Base Raiders Gate 9. In the last session, things of a nature happened I don't remember because...
it's been a while.
It's been a while. This is the new
sort about we went to go visit the Shadow Legion base. Right? We got past all the stuff. We managed to piss off a Rakshasa by finding his secret name, repeating it multiple times. He turned into a mouse and fled. He's still in there, and he's probably very pissed off. We took some magic items to help Tom on his quest to battle what's left of Demise. I remember we did that. And
what did you take, Tom? Okay.
We grabbed a couple of helmets.
The helmets, there's a helmet that increased my resolve.
And a spear?
Well,
please tell me you got a spear and magic helmet.
Did we? I thought we got two helmets. One was turned into something else, a belt, though. I can't remember how it worked.
Did you find a guy who could turn things into things?
Yeah.
We did it ourselves.
Well, the Shadow Legion Vault was a... I have the notes on it.
Cool. So that's what I remember. Prior to that, the last one I was in was when we went to Hawaii.
Okay.
But...
yeah, so...
Spear and magic helmet.
But...
we did things.
So you've made progress on your quest. However, we haven't had Aral here for a while,
right.
so...
Actually, my excuse in this game
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Communing with the popsicle house.
Yeah. So you, Vincent,
That's what they're calling it these days.
Hey-oh.
That's a dedicated port.
And last part of your... So I feel... So we have you on your quest, which I actually wrote up the next step of that is back all the way in session 3, because I have notes there. So you just haven't been here to do it, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And then we have Bill, Jeff. You have...
Bill.
Did you get a magical item for the power source yet?
We had access to a lot of different things.
You got enough money to pay off
we were getting
for the wizard.
Demise trapped in the trident.
I don't remember that.
I think that happened during...
That's mine.
Well, no, Jeff's thing is hacking the magic ritual to reclaim the post-scarcity
Were we going to go to
technology.
the moon for that? Or
I don't think we had a solid plan. Where we were last is that we had taken over Rocky Mountain Gym and beat down the, giant
Yeah.
gestalt.
okay.
So you now have the financing available to pay for the land.
We just need a power source.
You just need a power source. You have access to power sources through the Shadow Legion Vault. So you can go in...
That's right. We went and did that thing. Yeah, the whole... Yes, that. I remember now.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, that wasn't the last thing we did. We went through the varying underworlds and we liberated the Shadow Legion Vault.
Because we're awesome. Also,
Well, you got access to it. Well, that was when you defeated the New Galactic Empire, right? Their little
Yes. We also rode Metal Falcon.
Yeah, so you hadn't... in that session, you had not actually
Diesel Falcon.
gotten into the Shadow Legion Vault.
We tried talking.
But you got access to it. So, in the next sessions, the players did break in and steal all the things or some things.
Actually, I'm kind of proud that the past few sessions that I know I've been in, we haven't killed anyone.
Yeah.
Nobody has died on our account.
I know.
Directly.
I know. I'm scared too.
In game, nobody's been killed. That's amazing.
You just need the magic. You just need the power source, and then you just need to go to the moon to start the ritual. You're pretty close to your.
That's just the moon.
It's just the moon. So why don't we? But Vincent, he helped whatever Foot High Science guy and whatever his company's called get the giant robot
Blue Matter
head.
Technologies.
Blue Matter Technology get the giant robot head in the Marinara Trench. Used as a lab, so now you have a place to take the flour consumption that will eat all the things.
So it is a seed of destruction.
Seed of destruction, yeah, sure. But now you have to go get it. It's now in the Aral Sea, which is still now a sea again. Thanks to the portal. Hey, continuity.
We did a thing.
You did a thing.
We never shut it off.
We made it
shut that off.
But that entire region has become it's a linear. It's not growing exponentially. It's a linear growth.
Right.
So like at
There's
a certain
only so many gallons per minute.
Yeah, it's
Or
absorbed.
liters per metric minute.
It's still going to cause damage. We should shut it off.
Or it
It's
creates
gonna be a long time.
Or it creates a new lakefront resort that makes a lot of money.
Well, kind of, in that it has become an autonomous lawless region controlled by varying factions. So
Capitalism.
So micro water world. Of all the things you could have done, you picked this.
They're on the land. It's a sea, and there's land around it. So it's like not just the sea itself, but all the coastal.
Wow, these people
around.
seem rather feral.
So there are three factions. There's the Light Legion. Scientists, mostly human, cult-like. They worship, the light, whatever that is. You don't know much about it. Then there is the Festival, which is a never-ending party of humans and non-humans who are using all kinds of exotic ways to get fucked up. Maybe
we showed up with some of the wizard's blood. We could have you tried this yet?
Merlin's blood is one of the top 10 things there to get intoxicated with. So it is quite.
Well, I have partaken, and I can say I got shit faced.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
And then there were three. The last one are your best BFFs, the New Galactic Empire. They have an outpost there. So
Great.
they're mostly each controls a portion of the coast and some of the sea. The middle of the sea area, sort of the no man's waterfront.
The Kraken lives there.
So they're not at war with each other, but they definitely don't. There are deep philosophical disagreements among them. Mainly, the Light Legion and the Festival don't want all humans to die, or be enslaved. Which the New Galactic Empire is like. I haven't thought about it. It might be great.
What's the interaction between the Light Legion and the Shadow Legion? Ross? Is that a thing that
by the way,
exists?
Light Legion is a new cult, and you don't know of any connection between that and the Shadow Legion, which is a secret cult that perished hundreds of years ago.
Reminder, I did bring the Shadow Legion's documents out for research to see about possible implementation of my own.
Cursory reading, you don't see any connection between them and Light Legion. But, actually, you don't know anything about the Light Legion.
So, I mean, Shadow Legion, I've probably gotten a few reports here and there. I had people on that.
So can you research any of the information?
You sure can. The thing is, where the island that was the containment facility that contains the WMD that you need to get, which is now entirely underwater. The carekeepers have left. And as far as you know, no one knows about the WMD down in the bottom of that sunken island. The thing is, you need to get it, and you don't know if you can even teleport it out, given its exotic nature. And of course, you know that teleportation in that region is kind of spotty, because all three factions have access to teleporters, so they have anti-teleporter defenses, so that they can't just blow each other up with teleporting
figure
bombs.
out how to infiltrate to start with.
Or we could, just do a meteor strike straight down.
That can be arranged, but
Toss somebody from way up high, somebody that can survive the plunge. Just go straight into the base. Just open your mouth real wide. We'll get some telemetry. You've got that matter eater lad kind of thing going on, right? You could just, as long as
It's
we
not
get the
that.
right
It's not.
trajectory.
He just needs to eat a couple extra Mars bars a day. He doesn't.
Yeah.
You can't,
Also, let's be honest. I don't know if my shields can survive re-entry for one.
Yeah.
Two.
How do you not know this?
did you upgrade them?
I don't really feel that I trust you after you projected somebody else into a planet, into a cosmic body.
Well, technically,
You say somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to read, the first thing is if you want to research three factions, you can.
Once told me the world was going to roll me, and not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Get out of my sight right now.
Okay. I kind of think researching the Light Legion might be worthwhile. We can also get through Festival, because Rock and Roll Hard Town sounds like a great place.
Sounds like, yeah.
Quick side note, Ross, about the Pinky loss, could I, instead of sacrificing a fate point, replace it with a possible other minor consequence? I don't know what. I'm all
Okay,
about it.
like shitty prosthetic finger.
Either shitty prosthetic finger or high at work. One of those two. Which one works better for you?
Or alien grafted pinky finger.
No, shitty prosthetic finger.
Okay.
It's actually no explosive prosthetic finger. It's actually a perfectly good cybernetic prosthetic finger, but there's an explosive in it. It was actually a repurposed spy finger. So you as long if you ever want a fate point, you can just have that. Yeah.
It just blows off.
Well, yeah.
Or I can spend a fate point and actually use it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll make a note. So I'll make a note on the side. Shitty prosthetic finger.
Well, explosive.
I'm going to call it a gift.
Okay.
And a liability.
Yeah, there's a lot of spy tech that's been going around the black market. So, the thing is, just make it interesting. Instead of you guys just rolling dice and me giving you exposition, if you do fail a check or if you don't meet a certain threshold on your research checks, the factions will be alerted to you and will have an advantage. They're alert and they're all aware of possible infiltrators at this point.
Would networking or info underworld be better for researching a festival? Or are they both valid? I mean, really, they're both. If either one's valid, it's the same role.
Yeah, it's the same role.
Okay. So in academics for Legion to see if there's any other historical reference to them?
Sure.
Okay.
So, Hail Ouroboros!
Hail Ouroboros.
Hail Ouroboros. All right. Comes at +3 Ascendant.
Okay. Which faction were you looking at?
I'm looking at Festival.
Festival? Okay.
And you roll dice, that go. Alright. That'll be +2. So
+2? Nope. Nothing historical about the Light Legion.
Okay.
They worship the sun, you do find out. Or a godlike being that lives in the sun.
See, I have created culture.
You have created a hurdle.
So with +3
You say
ascendant,
tomato, I say watch out for that thing.
so
Robot battle! Come on!
No. Not when I'm in the middle of it.
so let's see. With +3 networking on the festival. It's just, as far as you can tell, it's just a party that got started and never stopped.
Okay.
It's a whole scene. Now it started with rich kids who started, playing with things from the underground or the black market. And base raiders got into it as a place to chill out in between, bases. And then some people from the underground showed up, and since then, it's kind of like Burning Man, but they have armed guards.
I was going to say never-ending Burning Man with security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's kind of chill right now, but there's kind of a sense of there are some people who are beginning to worry that the party is going to crash at any time. It's going to get really nasty because, again, obviously two other factions that don't like them, plus the fact that they are it's not even anarchist in the philosophical, I am an anarchist activist. I am an anarchist because fuck the police, and that can't end well sooner or later. It's going to turn.
Right.
But right now it's fine, but there is a layer of...
So if we can be cool and not piss anybody off, we might.
Yeah, if you wanted to help them, if you could also provide stability, is kind of the thing that they want in some sense. Some sort of structure that they could all agree. So some sort of
stability, but don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So if we gave them a functioning model for a barter economy.
Interesting, yes.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, so if you want to get on their good side, that would be a good thing to do.
Okay, so
because they have access to limited nanofab technology, so they can provide all the basics, and they have solar power and wind power.
So if we hook them into the brass door somehow,
yeah.
Well, and also, if we can get the other two sides to go along with it too,
the NGE is not going to go along with the shit. They're
like, are you human, even partially? Then kill all you.
Like, I'm most assuredly probably on their ship.
Yeah. Does anybody want to? Does anybody want to look into the NGE?
We can look into if anybody wants to look further. I mean, I can try and make a roll, but I've already acted this round. So.
I'll take a stab at it.
Okay.
See, I've got academics. But I've got computers higher.
Okay. Yeah, you can hack. Obviously, there are Interpol and other government agencies who have access to monitoring the situation, because it's actually the UN and a lot of people are like, what the fuck should we do with this huge mass of land that and Russia is definitely not happy with it, and a lot of it's actually not in Russia, it's in it's sort of, again, the geography of this, the political geography.
Is it international waters?
Yeah. Well, they're kind of like, can we declare land to be international waters at this point? Can we? So what'd you get total?
I got a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
NGE is actually you to find out they're very worried because the NGE is actually recruiting humans because what they're doing is they have this new gene therapy. It's like, are you tired of being a human and you want to get with the winning team? You too can be a Ludian or any number of alien species with our new gene therapies.
That's a good idea.
And impression, yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm also, my character's also this is a good thing, very good thing.
Yep.
You realize that that's like, again, some people prefer to be human.
What? We're talking about people here because it sure as hell ain't any of us.
Just remember, we pissed them off. Remember the whole thing with the Shadow Leech and we...
Yeah.
I mean, they're also...
It doesn't mean just because they're our enemy doesn't mean they can't have some good ideas.
I'm kind of against this for a lot of reasons, but we're not going to...
Okay, well...
It's like, what? I became an alien. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I tell myself every night when I go to sleep so I don't go mad.
All right, I'm going to show you a little skit. It's called You Thanked Hitler.
So, yeah.
What? What did he do? I still need...
I
still haven't watched that video.
You haven't watched the documentary?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yes, you did, because I remember you were ebullient with joy at the opportunity to say, watch out for that Adolf Hitler, he's a bad
That's right.
Yes.
You have watched it.
Well, he's a rebel rouser.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
He did try to overthrow the government.
He has been hit on the... Kurzik has been hit on the head a lot recently, so...
That's true. I have been brain fuckled.
You have been brain fucked. That's true. There's been a lot of brain fuckling. Short-term memory ain't what it used to be.
I want to preemptively make a declaration.
Okay.
I'll spend a fate point on Born with a Silver Spork in my mouth.
Okay.
Essentially, I want to set up essentially some, like, quarantined URLs on my family's company's website to insinuate that had they found Periton, they would have, or it's not, it is Periton. Yeah. The guy
Periton. Oh, yeah, the guy you sent in the sun. Yeah, yeah.
Had they found him, they would have been able to imprison him and use him to nefarious purposes.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. You very quickly get some angry emails from anonymous accounts talking about he will save us all. Matching it to some of the stuff that Vincent dug up on the Light Legion, it matches their rhetoric pretty closely. So, this is a Periton cult. The Paradox Photon. Where I got the name, for the listeners.
I keep thinking of the weird D&D animal that's like a raven with
it's like a deer bird thing.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's actually not original to D&D. I think that's an actual
Greek myth.
It shows who was so bad at natural history? Pliny the Elder?
I don't remember, but it might have been flying snakes.
Oh yeah, giant
crows and shit like that. Everything eats people at foreign lands.
So, but this is, the Periton Photon. He's an ideal hero, or energy being, who knows. There's not a whole lot known about his background as an ideal hero, but he is trusted and beloved, and...
current residence, the sun.
Actually, everyone assumes he disappeared during Ragnarok. The
current residence, the sun.
You people know that he can be recreated from the machinery on that moon base, which is what did you when you realized that was happening. That's when you shot him into the sun. So
he might be back.
He might be. Well, apparently. The thing is, none of you told anybody about this shit. So how did they find out?
I don't know. So,
okay.
Like, I know about Dan's thing now because he said it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did the Light Legion get that information?
That's a great question.
Yeah. So that's something to think
the sun
about.
is whispering to them.
Yeah.
I think there's a Stephen King short story about that.
Probably. There's a Stephen King short story about everything.
Yeah.
Usually involving psychic aliens.
Yeah. And writers who have problems.
And cocaine. So much cocaine.
Psychic alien writers with cocaine problems.
And
Space Raiders!
What, you're telling me cocaine's illegal?
Yeah. I think it was in the 30s.
Yeah.
Late 30s.
Yeah. Anyway, so would cursing knowledge of narcotics be anachronistic in this? What do you guys want to do? How do you want to approach this? You could teleport to you do know safe areas that are near the borders of the territory controlled by each three of the factions. So you could go to any one of these factions and try and...
kind of liking the rock and roll party town that seemed like the easiest to work with.
Also for free, I will say that you could also try and sneak in between the borders of two factions. They're not actively... I mean, they have guards and patrols and stuff like that, but none of them are... The NG is the most disciplined, but they're all...
Well,
it's also vast...
We did ruin their plans.
Well, one part of them. You don't even know if this group knows what you did to the other.
I just always assume they do.
Okay.
It's a possibility that I don't know if I want to risk.
Yeah.
Sneaking between, we're not very good with stealth.
No,
we're not stealthy folks.
No.
They put me in power armor and just set me loose.
Well, there are a couple of areas that are basically big enough that you wouldn't... it wouldn't be stealth, per se. It would just be walking and then bluffing your way past any wandering guards.
But there is some other issues, too.
Or digging a tunnel or something like that.
Yeah, we're also trying to figure out how do we get to the base since it's submerged. What do we need to get? Who can we get that equipment from? Or if we get
free, you can get scuba gear, and all of you can use it for free. You can breathe underwater because you have an environment aquatic, right? So that's one thing.
So getting once we get to the water, as long as we don't run into anything messed up.
If you need me to do amphibious operations, I'm your guy.
How long have you been waiting for that?
Like 85 years.
Also, this
no
is
one speaks my language.
But also brings up the other issue too, is that since this dimensional rift has been running unchecked, we have no idea if there are actually any other creatures we're unaware of.
Oh, there probably are. Probably teaming with monsters that want to kill us.
So at least three of us currently in the room saw the thing, the
rift
rift to the elemental plane of seawater.
Yeah, it was like a couple 100 feet off the ground.
Sure.
In the middle of nowhere.
But what was the gallon per minute, kind of range? I'm not asking for specifics, but are we more likely to be dealing with xenobacteria or xenobenthic leviathans?
Definitely not benthic leviathans.
Xenoshark.
It's like megalithon.
Here's your probably 20, 30 feet in diameter. So
so big enough that problems could.
If there was something that was...
Of course, you could go to one of those factions and talk to people that live along the coastline, and they would tell you.
Yeah.
What are you fishing?
The factions, we get intelligence, we get possible assistance. I might have sleeper agents. I don't know.
Sure.
And... Yeah, actually, because granted, we have good ones. Light Legion, good idea, but we don't know how much information we could get from them, and also if they figured out that...
if nobody spilled the beans, then it'd probably be fine.
So out of character to establish.
Yeah, also out of character. I'm not going to play to your not strength like that.
So the question is, have you told us? Is what I'm trying to establish. Absolutely.
It was a big freaking base.
So you didn't tell us anything. It's cool.
I didn't tell you anything, but I mean, I don't remember who was within.
I think I was with you, and I don't think I was with you. And you're like, "What did you do?"
I would say you guys also have been working alongside each other long enough, and you trusted one another.
Says
well
you.
enough. Okay. All right.
Well, how's this? I know. I basically.
I trust you guys.
What I'm doing. I mean, because I don't really.
Come on, group hug.
But so it's up to you if you want us to know.
I mean,
it won't be a big deal.
Yeah, I'd say it's Bill's choice.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Sure, I'll show you guys, but since I am putting this legend together, then I'm going to show you the web pages that I've just put into the company website to establish a false flag as to why I did it. It wouldn't have been safe.
Yeah.
It was the best place for him at the time.
No, I'm cool. Up top. High five. Yeah, good job.
Group hug. Come here. Bring it in.
Okay, but
one thing you
I'll
also
trust your
do know
judgment.
is the Light Legion started months after you did that too. So.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
So he might be a little bit pissed off. I don't know. I'm calling rock and roll party towns our safest bet.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
We can negotiate between factions.
I realize saying this out loud gives Ross a chance to subvert it, but I'm just trying to build up the thing.
He's already planning. Look at him. Look at him right now.
I don't know.
That's what he's doing.
I'm not. I'm right here, Tom.
Why is the sun frowning at us?
I don't know if... You see, there might be...
Yeah, fight the sun. That's...
I mean, thus far we've pretty much, since we haven't interacted with it, we played post-scarcity tech as basically nerd nirvana.
Yeah.
So there's no reason that there couldn't be something in there that could have captured him and bent him to nefarious ends. I'm, given my family, I'm banking on usual. So
I assume, the pages you set up basically said, "Oh, Paraton would have been a great energy source. We would have trapped him in a cage and used him to replace, that and biofuel from our corn would have fueled the world." So
yeah. Maybe not that direct,
with one superhero screaming at the center of our industry.
Yeah, it would have been torturous for him, but fuck him because he's made of energy.
So it's like that one Saturday morning breakfast cereal comic, Superman, a transitional energy source.
Or would this be like that one Rick and Morty world where the sun rises and it's screaming?
Pretty much.
So that's what it is right now. You just can't hear it.
Yay!
Because sound doesn't travel in space.
But the Light Legion can, and they are listening.
And they are mad.
Yeah, so if you want to go to PartyCon, you can just teleport to the border and get right in.
So they need renewable energy source. Well,
they need stability, political stability.
Oh, well, they really shouldn't use me.
So if you can negotiate, that's the picture you've gotten is that like any hipster, / socialist clique, it's not just one faction. There are 1,000 sub factions, and they all fucking hate each other for really petty reasons.
So you're saying it's the faction joke from Life of Brian?
Yeah, exactly.
So if we can find them a common enemy, like the NGE to hate.
Yeah,
and
they all hate it, but they need someone to rally around or a cause to rally around.
So we.
I'm actually
going to propose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or you could find a candidate to rally.
We do Kingmaker stuff. That's much better. We don't have to stay involved. We can walk away and be
the safe path.
We're the cool grandpa. We walk off. Okay.
And if we need the actual, and we need actually the legalese, so I have my presence, so I could actually step in to mitigate.
We've got a lot.
I mean, because that's what they really like. Lawyers.
Yeah. That's what you use with the anarcho-socialist commune.
Hey, just a line to say, "Don't wreck my shit." Sign here.
Yep.
I said we go there. I try to find some sleeper agents to get us more information because we probably have some fingers in that pie. I mean, we did. Remember that BioBuddy gym we took over with all the Earth-based stuff?
I do.
I started growing pot out there.
Oh.
Yeah. We might be dealing to them. I'm not sure. I'll have to make some calls to check. Oh, fuck. I have to meet a senator. Sorry.
As long as I get my delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's cool, man.
Your business empire is growing.
So wait, are you setting up bio boost?
Aside from the enough that the electro rodents have become officially recognized as an invasive species.
Also, BioBuddies will eventually be crashing. We probably sold off to get your benefit for that. So
Well, you understand that fads come and go.
Oh, that's the point.
You cashed in.
Yes.
Yeah, but invasive species are forever.
But we had the fencing.
Yeah, well, that wasn't good enough.
Well, the thing is...
Because you installed it after. They were already loose at that point.
Listen, the fencing technology, if we can figure out how to get distribution rights on it, we start selling that as a home protection service. Neighborhoods. Just fenced-in neighborhoods to keep the invasive species out.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Simple.
I would assume that
this is how the Pokemon world comes about. Like, we now have gated communities surrounded by anti-Pokemon fencing, and straight outside that, tall grass.
Yep.
Oh, God.
It happens because of evil organizations and corporations conspiring to take over the idea of corn.
Capitalism.
Wow.
Because it works.
Yeah. And this face when you're Team Rocket. Yeah, exactly. Right there.
Well, it was
Aaron's face right there.
Oh, Aaron, you weren't there for that. Team Ouroboros is what they're called now.
Yeah.
I sponsor them.
Corporate sponsorship.
Ouroboros!
We are laser focused.
You are laser focused.
You know what? That's a good idea. You know what? That's such a good idea. It deserves a half-hearted...
So what are you doing? Are you actually going to spend any fate points or make any skill rolls to try and establish the
I'm going to do a Hail Ouroboros roll to try and... I don't know if this would be more of a... influence roll, or I'm trying to find out if I've got people in here who can give us a heads up on what
a contact.
So you're trying to declare an aspect on them of infiltrated by Ouroboros.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. This will be an opposed roll, though.
Okay. Ouroboros. My rolls suck. +1 ascendant.
I got +2 ascendant.
Okay.
So,
we've not gotten a good foothold here.
Yeah. Do you want a fate point?
Sure.
You do have a good at contact.
Oh. All right.
Steve.
I think Steve's here. God, Steve. Fuck him. Okay.
Do we have issues with Steve?
It's a thing familiar. Don't worry about it. This is continuity, actually.
Yeah.
I think did I leave the drive somewhere? Fuck.
It could be another.
Oh
Steve.
no! Wait, no. I left the rental in his name that we crashed.
Yeah.
That's right.
I remember that. That happened. Yep. That's been a while.
Actually,
Yeah.
So continuity.
Yeah, you guys want to teleport them there? I'll assume for free you can the 3 non-water breathers can have scuba gear.
Sure.
We'll
just have
and it's even cool, commando-y, emergency rebreathers.
Tactical?
Yeah, it's tactical, so you don't, have to bring huge, bulky things. It's just a duffel bag each of gear. And I assume you have you'll be using athletics, obviously, or an equivalent check to swim. So you can do basic swimming stuff. You don't have to make skill rolls for that. Okay. But if you want anything weird or unusual for water capacity, you'll either have to get it or use your supernatural abilities. Also, I'll probably be giving Bill some fate points because water sure makes music sound weird. So that especially water that's turbulent and stuff. That'll be fun.
Go on.
Also, we haven't even established if that machine's even waterproof or not.
Do we need to plastic wrap it?
I could form a shield around us.
You could. And spend a fate point to do something it's not normally doing, to give it... I would allow that.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to talk to... Hold on. You really assigned Steve. Why did you assign Steve? No, I needed somebody good. Somebody good here. Damn it, team. I'll see you at the barbecue. Okay, fine. Later.
Hail Ormos.
Hail Ormos.
So yeah, is there anything else? Kurzak, you do anything before you teleport off?
I'm going to bring some of the Merlin's blood.
You have to spend a fate point.
Do it.
All right, mark up a fate point.
I got it.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. So you'll teleport to the border of the festival's territory.
Mask up. And
it is very Burning Man-esque. You see tents and a wicker man kind of
Not the bees.
Yeah, statue in the distance that they are clearly building a pyre for. They will be alighting tonight. I'll say it's dusk. And you see Steve there, and he is there waiting for you, along with a large mob of heavily armed steampunks and steam leather punks. They all have gears and leather and gas masks and leather and more gears and monocles and top hats made of leather and gears.
And did we mention the leather?
Yes.
So are their guns actually being powered by the gears, or do they actually have any function?
Oh, my captain, how are you?
Swallow my pride because I'm a menacing boss with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, listen. We've had some issues in the past. I'm sorry about that, but I have listened. Can we talk to the side real quick?
No. I've hyped everyone for your arrival. They're all really excited to meet you and your arm wrestling champion that you're here to promote, right?
Arm wrestling champion. Wow. Okay. That.
Is he the arm wrestling champion? He's got big arms.
I guess we're gonna have to see about that. So, because you've been building up to go over the top, haven't you, Kurzik?
What?
That's the lone movie we watched.
Oh, was he like an idiot? Are you doing an idiot savant thing where like he's
kind of? Well,
okay, yeah, no, great. Well, let's do a quick warm-up match now to rile the crowd up before the big match tonight. So we've got a guy who's been using a lot of super soldier drugs, peak performer, Kurtrov protocol, just a bunch of things, and there is just this tremendously, grossly Rob Liefeld-esque nightmare of a man.
If you twist the wrist enough, it'll snap right off.
His legs are also tiny, thin stalks. He skips all of the leg days.
How is he standing?
All of you, give me a willpower check. His legs are so gross. One extraordinary.
So
I've got a +3. Regular.
Plus four mundane.
Okay, that's enough.
I switch on the tunes.
You get a fate point. They start playing loud butt rock for the, which negates it.
Okay, I fail the willpower then.
All right, that would be 3 composure for you.
Ow.
As you're stressed out. Oh my god, aesthetic, no. It's actually Eastern European butt rock, which you didn't know was a thing. It's neo
So
butt
it's
rock.
squat rock.
Yeah, it's Slav rock.
Wait, Ross,
Slav squat rock.
Does this guy have a baseball cap?
He has. Yes, it is made of leather and gears.
How severe is his flat top?
Oh yeah.
And he turns it around. It's like a switch.
Yeah. So.
Kurzik, you did have arm wrestling back then, right?
Yes, but
They also had stick fighting.
Okay, cool. So just do your best. In case you fail, we're gonna have to figure out something else. I guess. No pressure.
I just want you to know we really suck on communication.
I'm trying, man.
Hey man, you wanted a fate point. So.
Okay, I don't know how this is happening. His chest is literally 2 feet out further than it should be.
Just watching him breathe. You actually realize he has handlers that are supporting him, so he doesn't. His lungs do not collapse under his weight.
Seriously, this is. Hold on. Snap a picture. You are going to like a PSA, sir. Don't.
His breathing sounds like an oversized pug. It's just horrific. So
very clearly, humans were not meant to be like this.
So you're saying if he turned his head too fast, an eyeball would pop out?
Oh yeah,
combat drugs.
Okay. Again, he's a reliable character.
Oh
my god,
I trust you. I believe you.
So this is an opposed physical force thing. If you want to arm wrestle him, but if you want to really just dig in, I'll let you take for every point of physical stress you take, you can gain +1 to your roll.
I'm guessing he has to declare before.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
Fuck it, doing it.
How much?
3.
3? Oh wow! So you get a +3 to your roll.
Wait. Can we negate the butt rock with the song "The Best Around"?
It turns into a remix of that.
Okay, there we go.
But the lyrics are in Russian, so but you recognize that encore anyway. So you got a 5 ascendant.
I got a 7 ascendant.
All right, you win. It is a mighty contest.
How does the table creaking under the weight?
Well, it's actually slabs welded together from a battleship, and you dent it as you slam his hand down, crushing. You hear bone snap. Your hand is bleeding as well, as his fingers have dug into your armored skin.
But I was looking like, that, sir, was a very good match indeed.
He says you do fight well. But this is double elimination tournament, so you
have to lose twice.
You have to lose twice because it's a double elimination tournament. Have I mentioned what it is? It being a tournament of double elimination. Okay.
Does Steve look disappointed, worried, pleased?
Steve is making bank.
So he's happy either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So clap on the shoulder. No, this is a great setup, Steve.
Oh man, I'm so glad you brought the free.
I'll make sure this goes in your review. Awesome.
No, I'm so glad you brought this. I knew you were going to bring the free.
I buy him some vodka.
I told everybody that he was the one going to be wrestling, and instead of him. But thanks for bringing the ringer.
No.
I knew you were.
Wrong one for that. Just plasma arcing down from my arm.
Well, you can't do that.
That's why I was the wrong person for this.
Yeah,
it's like
the would have killed you.
No, you can't do that.
You can't cheat.
But he's Robo guy.
Yeah.
This is strength guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I tricked everybody.
We have specialists, so it's cool. Good job. No, really, this is definitely going in your review.
Wait, you what now?
Yeah, huh? What?
You did what now?
I tricked everybody into thinking that you were bringing someone who wasn't very strong to wrestle, arm wrestle, but I knew you were going to bring the big, strong, freaky guy.
That sounds like you're highly unprepared for this eventuality.
So I made a lot of money off.
Boy, it's a good thing I don't mind being called a freak. Otherwise, I might get angry.
Well, there's a lot of people around here who'd kill you.
Lean over. Don't worry, Kurzik. He's just a little racist. Okay. Anyhow.
I understand.
Yeah.
Come on, my friend. Let's go get some vodka.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we could, influence you to maybe put a reasonable cap on your earnings? Because it would really suck if all these large and slightly angry-looking men decided that you had cheated them.
And I
decided to take their money
the
back out.
organization might not be able to cover you on that. We don't have you're our main infiltrator here.
Yeah, so. I'm your only contact in here.
Right.
Everyone else for Ouroboros has been killed.
Yeah. So you see why
for some reason they keep getting people. They keep getting the NG assassins keep finding them and stuff.
I know.
Except for the Juggalos. No one cares.
The NG just kind of has a thing against Ouroboros because we're kind of pro-human.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, that's definitely the reason. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm your only way in. If you kill me, then you guys are screwed too.
Oh, no.
That wasn't a threat. That was just a word to the wise.
Okay.
We're just trying to keep you safe here because, again, you are our foothold.
Yeah.
You're very important, indispensable at the moment.
Yeah, you know what these anarchists love? Money, and if you can just spread enough of it around,
Right. So obviously,
they'll be fine.
You'll definitely keep a great percentage here.
Yeah,
but furthering the cause is definitely a good thing.
Well, you don't even have to fight in the next thing. Like, I mean, they expect you to, but that's for hours, and they have short-term memories, and there's a lot of Merlin's blood going around, and there's a lot of memory loss associated with that drug.
Let's just get moving in. So here's what we need.
Yeah.
We need to figure out some factions.
Okay.
We need to figure out some people. We might want to try to play a little bit of Kingmaker. I know they're against order, but if they have a head advisor sort of person to go to, like a good wise person,
a master
who doesn't
of
give out
ceremonies,
orders, but keeps things running, can focus them on fuck the NGE. That's mainly the sentiment we want to start running here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you okay, yeah.
We just want them to hate the NGE, and we need somebody to be a good frontman for that.
Okay.
So no. I'm open to suggestion. If you know a few good people.
By the way, me and the Russian come on, let's go get some vodka and something fried.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Cruiser Commander's off with the muscle.
We gotta put a bell on him or something.
The muscleist, we'll call him.
He's 8 feet tall and green. He's not that hard to find.
Yeah, even here.
Look around at the whole place. There's other aliens here.
There are, but he's the only one of his type here.
Okay.
All right, squanchy party.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Okay, so we're looking for a couple factions and a possible crown prince to put up in place. Or at least an elder, perhaps. I don't know. If that's not too ageist.
All right, so yeah, he explains. Really, there are too many factions to keep track of. Too many factions, cliques, cabals, conspiracies, groups, gangs, orgies. They're so it's really, you think of it, it's aligned on two axes. One is love versus roids, I call it. Whether you're about getting together and loving and peace and equality and all that, or if you're just really into testosterone and not necessarily hate, just like pure
preposterone.
Yeah, preposterone. That's a good way of putting it. So the love versus roids. And then and that's one axis, and then there's the hipster versus sincere axis, which is the people who are ironically detached from everything and believe that feeling things is gross, then the people who are really sincerely trying to change the world.
Hipsters versus hippies. All right. So,
well, I mean, again, you can see blends of them in all of them.
Rich tapestry.
Yes, rich tapestry.
And I like your dirty world pairings there.
So you can just, if the closer you are to the center, the more consensus you can get from everyone. But if you take one faction, then if you find one candidate from one of those quadrants and then boost them up, maybe they can either get the other quadrants in line, or at least drive out the other quadrants.
What if we were to try to assemble a council of four, one person from each one person in each quadrant, but more centrally aligned overall, so they can work together.
You could do that.
Anyone who skirts the line is between the two.
There's literally thousands of people here.
Right.
I can introduce you to people, but for you, it's more, do you want a weak candidate that you're easily able to manipulate yourself, or do you want a strong candidate who may like it when you help them, but then decide to do their own fucking thing?
Well, we're not going to try to control them directly because that hasn't been working out so far.
Yeah.
I'm kind of writing off this area after this operation, possibly, unless you want to stay here. I mean,
I'm staying here.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, a foothold's always good to have, but it's mostly going to be your gig. I hope you're okay with that.
Well, maybe like a group of stronger moderates who are willing to tolerate anybody. That's like everybody else, but not interfere.
Well, yeah, you can go middle of the road.
We create a council.
Basically, for this, you can give me any target number you want, from +1 mundane to +4 godlike. Yes. And that's going to be the basic skill of that person, if you can make that skill check. And you can use any number of skills to get a candidate. It's not necessarily presence or whatever. Mm-hmm. You could use, obviously, resources if you just want to straight out bribe them. You could use strength for the roid contingent, obviously. You could use any number of things. So you tell me what target number you want to hit. But if you fail, then something bad will happen.
Yeah. Are you looking for muscles or still want to look human?
Or in this case, are we looking for somebody like, what's his name, gang member who was trying to unite the clans and the warriors before, assassination attempt came?
And really, the 4 quadrants are 2
Can
things.
you
So,
dig it?
There's love sincere and love hipster, then there's roid hipster, and then sincere roid. So.
Right. I'm proposal is we find somebody central.
We're roid hipsters. How does that...
I'm totally roiding out, but it's only ironic. I only use all natural roids. Taken from invasive species because that's cooler.
So
CrossFit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So they're not actually roided, they're straight edge?
Yeah.
I roid with music.
Sincere roids are the old school bodybuilder types, and then the hipster roids are the CrossFit gimmicky,
P90X.
Yeah,
Wait, so the alternates.
yeah.
Damn it.
Exactly. So,
God damn it.
You can tell me which quadrant you find, and then I can help you to find and make up a candidate for that.
Who do we want to hit first? And then we can figure out which skill will best influence them.
So maybe, like I said, going with
Different skills will work better in different candidates. Obviously, strength or
love sincere maybe is the best one to kind of follow first, and then
love sincere would obviously be the hey, can you help it? That's the one you can actually be honest with.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going with my wheelhouse, influence is probably my best bet. The problem is I essentially have to find a connection to the outside world and use my organization on it. So,
you have access to telecommunications here. Steve has a satellite phone.
And just for negotiation, I have presence and empathy here too. So they're mundane, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
Well, that empathy is probably going to put you into more of the touchy-feely group. So we want to start with them.
Yeah.
And figure out everybody else afterwards.
Sure. Okay.
That's 4 different things to try.
You've gone past the butt rock too, so you can use aesthetic too. So
That's nice of you.
there are pockets of loud music playing.
With the scene being over and all.
Yeah.
It ended just now.
Yeah.
So does that mean Tom recovers his damage because the scene's over?
Yeah.
I write things down as notes, okay? I write down what happens in the sessions area.
Well, I do too, but also I didn't have to mind about the butt rock.
That's an important note. That played a pivotal role in
That
this
is
encounter, okay?
That is why Sean's recaps are the best recaps. I'm imagining it later, and there was butt rock, and
I spoke to this Russian guy, and can you believe that the monarchy was not restored?
Yeah.
How weird is that?
Well, sort of it was, but not really. But sort of. Does shirtless guy on a horse with an AK-47 count as monarchy? I think he does.
Absolutely not.
No.
I do.
maybe you should ask him.
Back then, monarchs had class.
He wheezes.
So we're going to make our way look for a faction, an amenable faction in
I'm thinking, God, I hope that's temporary.
In the heartfelt love area.
Love sincere.
Yeah, love sincere.
Yes.
That was a great Coltrane album.
Hey.
So, what kind of faction do you think would work for our purposes? Who wants to?
I thought it was a sequel to Love Actually. What target number do you want to hit for?
Aaron, this is your boogaloo. So, what are you comfortable with? What are you willing to sacrifice?
What's the work? Well, and also getting that.
It's +1 to +4, and then you choose a tier as well. And this is obviously if you choose a mundane tier, that's just a person. But if you choose a higher tier, that person is superhuman in some way.
But we're also rolling against theirs too.
Well, that's the target number you have to beat in order to get them on your side. If you fail, then
It's a fucking Babe Ruth thing. You're calling your shot.
So okay. I at least have.
how many fate points do you want to dump into it?
I only have 2 right now, and I need 1 to kind of generate our shield when we're going down.
So let's figure out who are these people, because that might give us a better edge. So how to figure out how to deal with them.
Yeah. So investigation on that point would give us.
What target number are you looking into?
All right. So
we're going to find them no matter what.
Maybe at least
you will find. There's any number of candidates.
Let's pick up what the candidate is, and you figure out what you want to shoot for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what is the number you want to shoot for?
Sure, yeah, because Rob's going to give us here. So I think superhuman probably would be good because that might just get a little more of an edge right now, but not too high outside of it.
So, but you're rolling. Your skill is at a mundane tier.
Mine is a mundane tier, but I do have.
So a +1 superhuman for you. You would need a +5 on your roll.
A +5. Okay. But if I'm rolling outside of presence, that's at least or empathy. That's a +2. Plus, I can invoke aspects of my lawyer side.
So it's a fate point.
So
unless you want to
hold on, why is anyone rolling anything mundane on this? Can we not divide and conquer? Because this is a one roll per faction thing, right?
If you fail, something bad will happen to your character. But yeah,
okay, but the person's ability is ultimately going to be set by whatever roll we stand on. So why are we not assigning?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, so
I will say,
it's fine.
You can't use the same skill for all four because obviously different things will work.
Well, and there's probably a matter of time economy. I mean, I'm imagining you would like it best if each of us did one.
That's why I throw my
So in this case, I can take it down to mundane if necessary. If you want to take a higher tier,
I don't have influence.
The thing is, you don't have to use a social skill.
That's also saying I have influence. Which faction do you think would be best leveraged by connections with the outside world, either through not only a menace but some kind of thinking uncomfortable, or I can make your life easier? That's what influence does, right? So
right. Hipster love.
Well,
hipster love. That's what kind of thing.
The thing is, I would be very open in letting you. This is a skill to get a person on your side, so you can use any number of skills. For example, you could actually use a combat skill and say you kill a sea monster that has been plaguing their fishing boats or something like that.
Okay.
But if you fail that skill check, then that monster gives you a severe consequence or something.
So again, that's what I'm saying.
So in that case, I could use superhuman to superhuman on that. So
all right.
Yes.
So you could what skill are you using?
If I was going to be using that would be the energy projection,
which is rated at what?
That would be at +2 superhuman.
Okay, so +2 superhuman. So if you're what target number are you going to try and hit?
If I was go into superhuman on that end, so
1 to 4.
Huh?
1 to 4.
Oh, 1 to 4.
What number do you need to? What do you want to roll for?
Okay, so if it's superhuman, that would be 2 then.
So, no.
Okay, let me explain.
Mundane 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Superhuman 2, 3, 4. Ascendant 2, 3, 4. Godlike 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Okay. So what number are you trying to roll or get above?
That's what I would say at least a 3. So.
Okay, so +3 superhuman.
I think I can.
So that candidate is actually going to be a superhuman. So I'll say Olivia Moonchild has been ingesting a lot of Pangloss psychic spores and is a powerful empath, and she's obviously a very well respected among the love and sincere quadrants of the community. However, she has a problem in that there is a giant crustacean at the seashore that has been, keeping them from harvesting the underwater fungus that they like to consume. So if you can go up and blast it when it opens its mouth, its massive weak spot, you'll do that. But if you fail, it will bite you and thrash you around, giving you a severe consequence.
Okay.
So you need to get.
You want to stab it with a butter knife?
No.
Okay.
So that is how this is, as an example of how this is set up. So if that is acceptable, you can make this proposal, and
that would be acceptable. That I would take care of that in order to gain it.
She sees it as a sign. This is you are predicting your own future. If you do well, then obviously this endeavor you propose shall also do well. But if you fail, then you are a fool. Thus, I have foreseen it. You are my tool of prophecy, like the tarot card. Or the entrails of a goat.
Internal it seems like you're having
secret.
Or the secret. So,
anyway.
So that is Olivia Moonchild's proposal. So you can make that roll whenever you want.
All right. So I'm going to spend 1 fate point to invoke Floats Like the Particle, Burns Like a Wave.
Okay.
So in order to get a +2 on that, EasyRollerDice.com. Don't screw me now.
Don't fuck this for me.
They totally did it.
All right. Well, let's see. Actually, that might still be good. So that would be 1, 2, 4.
You roll the 1 because you got +2, 2 negative. So your skill's a 1, so it's a 1.
No, my skill's a +2.
Yeah, but you rolled a -1.
Yeah, but I have +2 from.
Yeah. So you got 3.
Yeah, I got 3. I was about to say so I got 3. So got it.
Yeah, just exactly. So you are showered in ichor and giant crustacean parts,
and their praise.
Actually, it's saying wrong.
Okay, so Olivia Moonchild was superhuman tier. What's that?
Yes.
Okay.
She is +3 superhuman.
There's a bugle on your ear.
There you go.
Now, obviously, this is if you roll lower for other characters, the higher tier character is obviously going to dominate the coalition.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously, because she's a powerful psychic empath.
I don't know. I was going to ask. Okay, so just make sure you're saying +2 to +4, but originally you said +1 to +4.
Well, you could do a +1 if you want.
So if I was
Sorry, I was just iterating the tier.
I wasn't understanding it, so that's why I wanted to make sure.
You could do a +1 godlike
with the hipster love.
What skill are you using?
I'm going to be using my Halo Ouroboros skill. You can call it networking or influence. I'm going to find whatever angle I can work on him for that.
Okay.
Possibly ironic with the outside world.
All right, so a +1 godlike, which for you is
I think it's
+3. You need to get a +3 ascendant, +3 on your final roll.
Yeah. Because I'm +3. So yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. And I'm probably going to drop a fate point on this one.
Okay. So a +1 godlike is going to be. Let's go American Gods. He's essentially a demigod of tech trends. He is a Silicon Valley billionaire who has used an amazing amount of technology. He is essentially Elon Musk's cybernetic half
Ted Bums.
The TED Talk.
Okay, so I was thinking about the jobs thing,
Yeah.
bums, jobs. Okay, so the TED Talk.
The TED Talk.
Here, I thought it was a butt joke.
It is that. It's that too.
So he is essentially a Silicon Valley billionaire who has very sincere about changing the world for the better.
So you're saying he's a thought leader.
Yeah, he's a thought. Oh God, TED Talk, the thought leader.
Honestly, our influence could greatly help him, and I should give him a demonstration of just that. Let me make a phone call.
Yeah, no, he'd love to synergize with your paradigm.
Well, I think we've got a lot in common.
If you fail, though, you will lose. You will gain a severe consequence, network compromise.
Gotcha.
Ouroboros itself will be compromised by the thought leader.
We'll have to worry about TED Talk robbing us of people, I guess, or something.
Yeah, no, he basically Ouroboros, he'll try and take your secret cult as an IPO.
Gotcha. All right.
So it's a severe consequence if you fail.
I'm definitely going to burn a fate point just to be sure.
You can spend fate points after you roll.
Okay, so I'll hold on to it then. All right, for right now.
So you need at least a 0 on your roll.
I think there's a +3 on my roll, actually.
Well, no, your skill is +3, right?
Yeah.
And so you need a 3. So you need a 0 on your roll.
Okay, make a check.
Yeah. If you get a negative result, you're going to fail.
Okay.
Or you need to spend a fate point.
Fate point to re-roll.
Okay, yeah. With a -3, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm battle scarred. I'm not going to let this fucker do this to me.
Oh, yeah, no. He keeps talking about taking you public.
Okay, I'm an old school masked villain. We don't do public. That's another fate point.
Yep. Hey, you're the one who wanted godlike.
No. I took the risk.
Yeah.
Bob the ticket. 0.
Yeah.
Finally, he had me on the road.
Intense negotiations. But +1 godlike.
That does attract a crowd.
No, this is all closed doors. This is in a tent.
Yeah, this is in a cyber tent. Thank you.
There we go.
Which is really
tent.
It's a geodesic tent.
Geodesic and light reflecting.
Yeah.
So it's almost invisible.
And sustainable.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It uses the solar power to power things inside.
Yeah.
And
Tesla tent.
Deep blue ocean. Bill, help me with business words.
You're fine. You're doing great.
Okay, so
all right, so that was the love hipster.
Yes, we
segment.
have a possible messiah here. Okay.
Yep. So
All right. I'll take hipster Royd.
Okay.
The thing is, they're hipsters, so they're at least somewhat self-aware, so they realize that, like, everybody's just trying to scam each other with these different, fads.
Sure.
They all at some level sort of understand Bayesian bodybuilding, and that, like, it's really just about, calories in versus calories out.
It's not just the CrossFit people. There's also people who are really into paleo diets and extreme marathoning, and also
So here are they playing
anti-fascists who just like punching Nazis,
barefoot runners.
So Ross, are they playing X to give it to you?
Yeah. MMA fighter types, who are woke.
All right,
Anyway.
well, okay, put like that, then I'm going to select whatever seems like the most, let's see, how shall I say? I mean, you said they're hipster, so it's, I guess gullible isn't, ruled out there.
No.
But, like, I want to king make one of them.
Okay.
I essentially want
What skill
to...
is it?
Guile.
Guile, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. You they do have beard competitions to determine ranking. For how coiffed or how long or how ironic it is.
Okay.
So you can obviously you can be judge.
I will sneak some dowel rods into somebody's windmill beard.
Yeah.
To help give it some extra structure.
Iroquois Doyle III is the lead contender. What target rank are you going for?
Let's see.
Is he wearing like a cut-off arcade fire T-shirt?
I need to find out. I need to find out what rank you're going for.
I'll just do Ascendant 1.
Ascendant 1. Okay. Yeah. No. Iroquois Doyle, the super soldier, drugged up. This guy has used quite a few super soldier drugs. So he is a social media darling. Several million followers on InstaSnap, Tweet, Gram, Telegram, and Cybergram, and he is also an MMA fighter, retired, after 4 fights, but he, and he does GoPro or, Snap Pro videos. Yeah, just anything really trendy he's into. But he is superhumanly strong and can crush a man's skull with his pinky, so.
And grow a mean beard.
But yeah, if you can play Kingmaker, get that +1 Ascendant.
All right. So here's my dial roll, courtesy of Aesthetic.
Okay. That's not one of the boosted ones, though, is it?
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just technology. Oh, you're using the aesthetic skill.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Right, so I'm rolling technology to produce that effect. So that's a 3 Ascendant.
Okay. You get that. All right. So Iroquois O'Doyle is king, and he is quite happy that you king-maked him. Finally, Kurzik.
Yes.
The sincere Roy thing, you could just use the muscleless.
No, it works perfect.
We were playing to your strength.
Yeah.
Literally.
So you could take a dive and let him win after an epic thing with physical force. What target number do you want to make that at? Let's see. You're an ascendant to your right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Steroid sumo.
What target number do you want to reach? Are you going for? Like, do you want to +1, +2, +3?
+2.
+2? Okay. So if you get at least a +2 Ascendant, you would succeed. So I assume that you can correct me and come up with some other scheme, but the easiest thing is for you is to king-make him, is to talk up a good fight and talk about how whoever wins this arm wrestling competition is the true king of muscles.
But make it epic.
Yeah, but make it epic. And then, of course, he wins, and you're like, oh, you are king of the muscles.
I'll do that.
Yeah. And then, of course, and let him know that you're doing that so he knows that you're the real power behind the throne.
So you're kinging the Roid Russian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that, what was
the muscleist?
The muscleist, that was it. The muscleist.
All right.
Trademarked.
I have 2 fate points. Why do I have a feeling I'll need them?
I don't know.
Just don't fuck up.
What's your skill at?
4.
So you don't roll. If you don't roll a -3 or worse, you're fine.
I'm good.
Yeah, you rolled a 0. So yeah. It's an epic thing. So by the time all 4 of you have made your deals, with Olivia Moonchild, Ted Talk, the Thought Leader, the Muscleist, and Iroquois O'Doyle.
You have done the motherland proud.
I think we found the name for the night.
Yeah. Remember that brutalist character was the Iroquois Johnson.
Yeah, I know.
I also went yes, wheeze in triumph.
You now have a coalition of all of them.
We will
get them together for a pre-dawn after party, neo-organic caviar tasting.
Of course.
As is the current trend.
Only the nicest.
Are there any ones that do like the others? Like, dude, like, no, like, it's like insects are going to be the next, nutritious.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of insects. There's.
That was last week.
Well, no, I've got a plate.
Oh no,
insects.
yeah, well, yeah.
That's what I'm eating.
Well, soylent insects.
I'm not looking for
cruelty-free soylent.
Yeah, lab fat grown.
How do they taste?
Cruelty-free.
Yeah, cruelty-free.
Right.
Which is pretty bland.
Turns out cruelty is delicious.
But you have nano-fabricated Szechuanese sauce, so Szechuan sauce, taken from a parallel reality where it's because
that's my character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dipping in Mulan sauce.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, glad you're on board. Really glad. And
this is a new age. We're gonna really deep blue ocean the hell out of those people.
Can the muscleist actually say anything, or is he just?
He has handlers who translate his wheat.
Okay, good. Well,
from his fragile bird-like lungs.
Fragile yet godlike, and they keep juicing him more. He's even stronger now because he's now at a +4 godlike in muscles.
So thing is, he keeps juicing, is he going to explode? Or
is price willing to pay?
So I mean,
I must break self.
Yes.
So really, what we're looking to do here, we need
yes.
We figured you guys would like a little more focus, and we think you guys are the right people to gently guide, or a little roughly in some cases, point at the muscleist.
It's like, he is definitely a rough guide, my friend.
To gently guide the future of Festival, because I think there's been some worries the scene's dying, and I think you guys can keep this party running. So.
Oh yes, no, it's going to be sustainability is a key impact factor in our synergizing paradigm.
Right.
Actually, even my universal translator can't understand what the hell.
Right. So here's the deal. We're also here to do a thing. That's why I figured we'd help you guys. One, the NGE means no good.
What?
They're slapping people. And so we need to get out in those waters. Now, you said sea monster? There's sea monsters now. Okay.
There was a crab. Was
it a crab?
It was a giant.
I just said crustacean. You're making all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so anyhow,
lobster finally.
We need to know what we're getting into, and we need a way to get out there.
Teleported here from the history of feudal Japan?
Possibly. We tried to grow. We thought that kaiju, cloned kaiju, would be a good source of sustainable foods, or at least to grow mushrooms on their backs. But
they're violent.
It turns out, they are violent.
Yeah.
We might know some people to help with that later on, but for right now,
fail fast and frequently, so you can learn from your mistakes. We failed so many times.
Well,
with our crowdfunded kickstarting, iterative startup.
So it sounds like you've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
We have to disrupt innovation with our paradigm.
No, that's great. I'm all about disrupting paradigms. So here's the deal. So our main goal right now, because we've given you this gift, because we want to get to roughly not quite the center, but pretty far in safely. And then we have to go retrieve something which is actually a threat to everybody around this lake to take it to a safe place.
Whoa! What is it? What is it? What even is it?
Well, let me put it this way: if I had a nickel for every life we've saved on this planet, I'd get a lot of fucking nickels.
You'd have 5 nickels.
I would have all of
But
the nickels.
I just feel like maybe you call it a threat, but what if it has feelings and it doesn't like being called a threat?
Well, we can negotiate with this later, but we're the people that have to deal with this one because...
Well, why does it even have to be dealt with,
Because if it goes loose, you know how the kaiju keep attacking you?
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, you wonder why?
Because
it's okay.
He strangled it with his meaty arms.
You guys are great. You guys are all doing a great job here. You're doing great. You're fantastic.
All right, give me a influence check. Doing a meeting like this is not very.
It's going to take forever.
Yeah,
always seem to happen.
No, hey, look, I've got a +3 ascendant. All right. Mainly, I want them to give us information and get us out to our
Okay, so it takes hours to get anything useful out of it.
It's just a lot of weird bullshit.
But what you figure out is there actually aren't that many giant monsters because they tend to be hunted pretty quickly by one faction or the other.
Okay.
People keep importing them or cloning them or growing them or summoning them.
Decisions are made.
And so it's actually a pretty vicious ecosystem out there for larger beings.
It's tough out there for a kaiju.
Yeah, it's tough out there for a kaiju. So it's actually pretty safe for people. If you go out too far in the middle, though, the other two factions are going to see it, and they're probably going to wonder what you're doing, and so they'll probably send a boat out or two. And it's not necessarily going to be hostile, but these faction leaders are probably going to keep it quiet. You keep Iroquois Doyle from actually live tweeting your meeting. So that was good.
Appreciated.
That was appreciated. Unless you want a fake point.
Nope. I'll hold off for right now. Down to 1, but that means other people are taking hits from me later.
Yeah. So you'll have to deal with them. They have smaller fishing ships. There are a couple of party boats that have been assembled or nanofabricated that are very loud and fast.
We do the party boat thing and use just a little bit of
Kyle.
We look like we're just partying.
Oh God. Bill.
Yeah, but usually the party boats don't go too far out. And very few people actually go out to the middle. For some reason, nobody likes to go out in there. And I haven't really thought about it. So, but they definitely don't like going because the middle is also where the portal is, the Eternal Waterfall. And
yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, people don't like going there either.
Okay, well, yeah, we're looking. By the way, how do you have the Eternal Waterfall? Do you want it on, or would you want like?
Yeah, it's got to be on. It's not sustainable without it.
Okay, no, that's cool. If you're taking care of the water problem, that's fantastic. All right. If you're desalinating that water and you're drinking it, that's fantastic.
We're bottling it. It's a new paradigm.
You ever thought about alien diseases and deadly microbes?
There's a bottle.
Of course not.
It's okay.
It's artisanal, extra-dimensional water.
Of all the things going horribly wrong in the world, this is a small thing. Okay, it's workable.
I'm still amazed your planet's still here.
Problems I can solve right now. Problems I can solve right now.
Right. So we just need to get as far as we can, I guess, and then take.
So you want to take a fishing boat, which is less suspicious but slower, or do you want to take a party boat? Or do you want to try and assemble your own boat or summon it or something? I don't know.
Does anybody have any good crafting skills for that?
Nope.
Do you want to build a raft?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Okay, here's our options, though. We can get the fishing boat, but that would still bring up suspicion. Or we could
not as much.
Or we could go with the guile approach if we want to treat it like a larger party boat.
TED Talk Thought Leader does have a submarine.
Oh. No. Well, we could borrow that.
But do the other factions have anything?
He's the only one who's allowed to pilot it, so he's going to go along with you.
I'll tell you. Are you sure you're the only one allowed? I mean, is that a permission thing? Or is that
it's only to my unique. It uses cloud security.
Okay, and you can't use like a guest pass for a certain time.
No, it uses my thought waves.
Okay. Could you drop us off close to where we're going?
I guess.
As long as we get what we need, there might be other items just kind of laying around in there that may help your faction.
Sure. Of course, dropping them off, that means dropping in the middle of the ocean or the sea.
I mean, we've got half the scuba. We've got some stuff. We'll call you back and then we can pick up.
Okay.
And then we'll grab you a few things, and you'll know where it is. You can come back.
Yeah.
And again, this may help you guys against the NGP.
So do you tell them what's out there?
I don't tell them what the extra is.
Okay, so you're telling them that there's a sunken island?
I'm telling them there's a sunken... Okay, should we... Guys, do we need to keep this a secret? What do you guys think?
I'm just saying they're bottling extra-dimensional water.
Yeah, they've already got it.
I mean, I'm not a member of...
That ship has sailed.
So, I'm not a member of the... what's that agency called?
EPSA?
FIDA.
FIDA? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an FDA joke.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a feeling that thread's...
Well, this is in Europe. They don't even have that restriction.
If he gets us out there, he'll know where it is anyway.
Or Asia.
He'll know there's a...
I'm just going to say, I don't know if thinking ahead is in these people's job titles.
No! What was your first damn clue?
That should have been the first thing you should figure out.
You two...
That's the thought leader. That's all he does.
No, it's fine. I won't give you my thoughts then.
It's okay. No, I hear you. You guys spent more time in there. Did you guys leave anything dangerous before you conned me into getting into that painting and shipping me off?
Not the
I wasn't actually there for being...
I have no idea what you're saying.
The only thing down there was what we're going for.
Really, literally? Nothing else?
As far as I'm not aware of.
That is not a good sign. Okay. So, do we want to get there safely and quietly, but risk TED Talk knowing what else is down there, if anything? Or do we want to just do this on our own? We're a group. We work together. We make decisions together.
Oh, he's a badass, too. You got +1 got.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he will get
At this point, they're going to know that something is out there one way or the other.
Oh, yeah.
And the chances of them not trying to...
Maybe we make it something mundane but annoying.
So we make it so that we've like given them a gift.
They may be crazy, but they're not that stupid. I mean, you're going to a lot of effort to get them.
And ultimately, it's the island, so as long as we make it out with the seed, then I'm...
There's a lot of drugs here. Who's not to say we're just hallucinations? A big mass.
You chose the creme de la crop of these people.
Oh yeah,
so
they'll remember.
Yeah,
that Moonchild looks like she can down a lot and tell you exactly what happened the next day. Okay,
That's why we just need some more Merlin's blood. Am I right?
You do that.
I wrote a lot of.
There's no way we're getting out of this unscathed.
I say we control the crash.
Yeah.
So I will discreetly speak with Ted and say, "Hey, listen, there's a sunken island down there. That thing up in the sky. Guess who did that?
That was you." Oh,
we had a lot of forethought into this. We thought we were going to.
This is what I'm talking about: disrupting the innovation cycle.
Oh yeah. So we've managed to just trust us. A lot of really important things have happened. We're just not advertising it a lot. That's one reason I want to keep it on the DL here.
Well, sure. You want to. It's all about the market and the market finding the right solutions because government is wrong.
We are a gentle, invisible hand.
Well, and what we're planning on doing will prevent. It will again disrupt more and provide more paradigms.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. We've got this covered. We just need a lift down there and a pickup afterwards. Mm-hmm. The island, this is your place. You know what I mean?
There's no. And besides, governments are weak and fleeting and can die quickly.
Exactly, and taxation is theft. So.
Okay, he says that, and I twitch and I flash back to the fight with Demise for a second. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to space out at that point. I'm out of the conversation because that's a battle scar right there.
It's Silicon Valley billionaire.
Is that an aspect?
Of course, he's an objectivist.
Is that an aspect tag for just being? I'm out of this negotiation now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so we can count on you to use your.
All right. Yeah, he'll take you close to the island.
Okay.
And he'll let you use his little moon pool and his submarine to go out.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't have to worry about the Light Legion or the New Galactic Empire finding out about it. It has stealth technology. So you guys do anything before you loading in, or just going straight ahead and straight up?
Actually, can we? Is there a possibility of anything that could waterproof this setting out here?
Be interested in that.
They have camera cases that are waterproof.
So no using it basically.
That's true. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, you'll just have to figure out. You'll just have to try it out in the field.
Is there
or I can shield us.
So. Is there any device the aesthetic is based on that is the same size, so we can have a precedent for finding?
It's like a VCR, so not
a lot of underwater VCR cases. Okay.
Yeah. Weird. I haven't said it doesn't work underwater. We just haven't found out. Yeah.
All right. So we can find out. We can
good. Let's find out when we're underwater.
So it's up to you. I mean,
it's about the fate points, Tom.
Yeah. I mean, I know.
Hey,
I know for a fact that once we get down there.
Oh, Aaron, did you really just do a "don't compare me with him" thing?
So I know once we get down there, I'm not going to have access to my name. The only meeting I can possibly tag right now
is Freudian slip there,
and you don't want him along. Okay, listen, there's a reason we fuck with Steve.
All right. So, sorry, what are you doing?
I'm establishing for everybody. Once we get down there, my Halo Ouroboros thing doesn't work.
That's true.
I don't have the cell phones aren't going to work. Sat phones aren't going to work. They're not that strong underwater. That's a huge interference.
It's also a shielded facility anyway.
Right. And again, so influencing people that way is not for shit. All I've got are my martial arts techniques down there and this finger. Pull off the glove. I'm told it's explosive. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Well, how powerful is the explosive?
I don't know.
Are you talking like miniature neutron bomb or...
They didn't say.
Oh, a mystery. Well, you could threaten people with it if you say that it's actually like an antimatter device.
I don't know if they'll believe that. And if I have to test that you know when you have to back your threats?
You lie. You're good at lying.
Not that good, actually.
All right. So this is a conversation as you're... As you're going. You're already on the submarine, already in your wetsuits. Or what? Except for you.
And silly question, do we have rebreathers with mics that we can talk to each other?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be that much. Unless you want fate points.
I'm actually the Fritz.
I mean,
you want the fate point?
Yes!
All right. You can only use hand signals.
Yeah, I can only use hand signals.
All right.
I was going to say, was that a compel that we actually have to give one up?
No, it's a free if you want a fate point.
Okay.
I just want a fate point.
I'm not going to force you to spend a fate point to be able to talk.
Okay, actually, that might not be a bad idea to have an extra fate point. So
Yeah.
Well, okay, so he doesn't need one, and the only person I can talk to now is myself.
That's true.
So I guess I'm taking one.
That's true. Because Kurza could have had a mic. Yeah. But I mean,
to be
that's
honest,
true.
I'm sort of tired of hearing him talk anyway.
All right, yeah, no, all your mics are on the fritz.
You're the funny one.
All right, this will be interesting.
Yep.
None of you can talk
That's
to each other.
You get a frog hug.
I'm sorry, Tom. I don't mean that personally.
Yeah.
No, it's like, come on.
No.
You need
It was
you
a good
need the
setup.
frog hug. You do. Come here.
Guys, before
So
we
thought
go,
leader,
I just noticed this is old ideal tech. It's not going to work right. Hold on, check the mic. Mouth a few words.
Yeah.
Now,
So you're in the moon pool room. The little piece.
no, it's like actually it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out, but it sounds like some weird alien language.
The PA comes on. Thought leader says, "We're within. Yes, my sonar has picked up a sunken island. Now I noticed it before, but I didn't. I thought it was just a rocky formation. Now I can begin to see there are structures on it. It is an island. Thank you so much for sharing.
yeah, totally.
So you can.
There's totally not an X threat to the planet here.
There is, however, an organic life form circling it. It seems to be eel-shaped. Probably 8 to 10 feet in diameter, 73 feet long.
Probably
I'm not sure if it's electrified or not. It doesn't seem to be quite agitated, but it is circling around the facility. So, good luck.
Good to know. All right, well, we'll be back.
well, yeah,
We'll just,
friendly
I guess,
sometimes.
go for the moon pool. I hope it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
I'm watching under the little camera.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, because our mics aren't working.
Oh!
Yeah, old ideal tech.
Yeah, disrupt the innovation cycle.
Right. They're a little too much of stasis there. Anyhow, okay, yeah, sure.
You'll iterate. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we'll get it. Don't worry about it. Off we go.
Yep. All right, so...
I just want to ask him, could you just follow us around and say things?
No.
It's okay. I hear this shit all the time.
Yeah. I need
don't.
to do some research to get more, business inspiration jargon.
No, you really do.
It sounds about right to me. So yeah, don't worry.
All I know is we're promoting synergy, right?
Yeah, that among other things.
Favors.
So all of you, the water is actually, it's not too bad. It's
You don't understand how many blue chip dinosaurs there are in the world. When something is
yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
He knows business thing.
It's cool.
The water is probably upper 60s degrees, which is cold, but you have wetsuits, so you get adjusted to it fairly quickly. Though it is also by now it's about noon. The sun is directly overhead. The sun. Anyways, you're fine. You're underwater, so you can see, and you're only about 60 feet. Actually, only about 50 feet underwater, so you can see.
Do I need to go
That's
spend
why
my
I
points
mentioned.
so I can shield aesthetic?
Do you want to do that?
Don't.
Are you sure you don't want to
Let's just have fun with this.
Oh, yeah, they're probably
Aesthetic does not immediately short out when you put it in water, so that's good.
By the way, I can still talk underwater. I didn't take the freight point.
You can say things. I don't think they will be able to understand you. I would say the water would distort the sound of it.
Or no, it's like I'm not like, I'm speaking the underwater version of my language.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was saying I get it. So they can watch us.
So
from the
American
sun.
Pharaoh would be able to understand you because American Pharaoh can understand all languages, but
He's not here.
So you try talking, we're like, huh? No.
So yes, 50 feet underwater.
It sounds like whale song.
That's how deep you are. That's about where the top of the island is. The island itself was only like a few hundred feet in diameter, and you can see it goes down into darkness, which you would guess would be about 200 feet. You don't know. It's actually fairly shallow here. It's only 200 feet max. So of course your wetsuits, you don't want to go below 130 feet usually because crush depth for humans and the bends and whatnot.
I'm
But
Ross P. Satan. I have scuba dived.
I'm trying to set a scene.
And we're here to stop you.
Okay, I see. You do see the radio tower and the other part, the structures and the sort of silhouetted in the distance of the on top of the island, and the little elevator shaft that would lead into the island itself. You use the elevator to get into the interior of the island before, so you don't know exactly. That probably won't work while it's underwater. But you'll have to find some sort of stairwell or something to swim down. Also, underwater diving into a structure is real dangerous because you can't just surface real quickly. So that's gonna be real fun. But you do see the eel kind of circling around. It actually kind of pauses and rests on the radio tower structure itself. You can see it. You're probably 600 feet away. So it doesn't seem it's obviously defending the territory. Also, it's an eel. It's clearly a giant eel.
No,
A school.
any sort of large aquatic life.
Well,
That's the jaws.
I'm going to,
How dare I?
through gestures, I will make sure we establish unit formation, cohesion kind of thing going on.
No,
And
please
nobody swim off again.
Actually, from now on, you will just show me what does that gesture look like. Okay.
The players at home, he circled it, his fingers in the air, pointed to general left.
If somebody starts
I'm going to actually enforce this no communication stuff. First off, everyone can give me a notice check, alertness check.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
What is
the negative, good buddy?
Okay.
No.
2. Sure. 1, you see all that stuff. You see something sort of at the base of the radio tower. You see what it is. It looks like a large pile of partially translucent bubbles.
It's nested.
So near the radio tower. So yeah. I will just go from left to right. Jeff, what are you doing?
I mean, are we like? Is this a sign off?
You can describe what you're doing, and you can use if you can give me some idea of what you're communicating to other players. Because you would know basic hand signals like go up, go this way, follow me, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Look at this.
So
look at that.
I'm gonna get everyone's attention.
You can do that.
That was a Pac-Man gesture for the folks listening.
Yeah. Okay.
That looks like Pac-Man pooping.
Okay. So you're pointing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, you got a 0.
Yeah. Yes. 0. Nothing. I'm sorry.
Nothing, and you got a negative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with a 1, you clearly see it now. You two still do not understand exactly what he is pointing at.
I start doing some like we're drawing military underwater hand signals.
I do the universal gesture for fuck.
I'm just shrugging.
One of you actually could spend a fate point to have an underwater writing tablet, which you could have asked for.
He's rocking fate points right now.
I've got 2.
2.
Okay.
4.
No.
But you bastards cornered me into this one. I'm giving it up for me.
No. You always had a choice.
I will once again take one for the team here.
Okay, so you
I
have
wanted to
underwater.
make sure we had fake points in case I needed to pull it.
So with the because you have rebreathers.
No.
I'm gonna like get everybody around.
Yeah.
Write eggs ? For Jeff.
Yeah.
Just right, and then wipe it and.
Yeah. Okay, so
like, I'll offer
when you're
to
not
you-
in combat, you can communicate with the writing tablet.
So offer anybody
Or
to
not,
if they want to say something.
Yeah.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
So what are you doing?
Can I try to do another notice check just to see if there is any kind of residual energy from like generators or something? Maybe a door that we don't see.
You'd have to swim closer.
Crud. Okay.
I mean, you're 600 feet away right now. You could get within 300 feet to make a check.
Okay, but is that in range of? Well, yeah. Well, sorry. I mean, all right. I'm going to try to get in for a little bit closer range.
So how close?
So the
300
300
feet? Okay.
To get a base on there.
Still at the same level, 50 feet, about surface level with the top of the island.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Because you could swim above to get a better view from on down, or you could swim lower to see more of what's below, or around the sides of the island.
I'm trying to be cautious right now, so I don't know.
So 50.
Okay, 50 feet.
All right, so 50 feet down, 300 feet away. Give me another notice check.
All right. So yeah, let's do another scan.
or alertness or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going with my energy projection. So that's going to be +3.
+3.
Superhuman.
Okay. One thing, the eel is definitely watching you now. It's sort of flashing, also with sort of bioluminescent energy. It clearly alien, but it is not. So it is tensed up. It is not going after you yet, but you clearly see the clutch of eggs at the base of the radio tower. You do see there are 2 major buildings on either side. So it's basically like elevator, building. And do you speak Russian?
No, I do not.
All right. Well, there's lettering in Cyrillic on both buildings.
You got my
Well, I'd seen that before, right? I would have seen that when we were here beforehand, right?
Yeah, well, that was like over a year ago,
Okay.
so you don't remember what it says. Also, you didn't speak Russian then, so you don't speak Russian now.
Do you get my attention?
So yeah, this is Vincent is swimming up, got within 300 feet. Jeff, what are you doing? You can also clearly see for free that the giant eel is watching Vincent very intently, but has not done anything else. So. So again, you could swim lower to see more of the sides of the island. You could swim higher up to see more of like what's on the surface, and you could, swim closer.
I swim down.
Swim down?
Yes.
To maximum depth, 130 feet, or you're 50 feet right now.
Let's go to 100 feet.
100 feet. All right. 100 feet's obviously darker, colder. How close are you getting? Are you staying at the same distance?
Staying at the same distance for the moment, just seeing what I can see differently from this angle.
Okay. Your flashlight can reach down that far, so you can see you're 100 to 200 feet down, so you see the sea floor. Obviously, it's you do see small creatures kind of flitting about. You see the beginnings of sort of coral reef. You can't. It's too dark though for you to see all the way to the island. It's still so you can only see basically directly below you at this depth. Other than that, you're just kind of floating in a void. And when you look up, you can see the other guys because they have little glow sticks on them for you to identify each other. So, so yeah, that's all you can see at this depth.
Okay, I will swim closer to the island.
Okay, how close?
Also 300 feet.
Okay, 300 feet. Actually, you still can't at 100 feet. It's too dark for you to get. You're gonna have to get within about. You get 100 feet to see the side at this depth. So he's swimming down and closer in. What about you, Kurzik?
I'll follow him.
You're following him? Okay. So, Ivan, what about you?
In case anyone starts some shit.
Okay, so
that's why you brought me.
You also can go all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
200 feet.
I could go check out the Titanic if I wanted to.
No, you can't because it's not here.
If I went there, Ross, Jesus.
Note to self, new plan.
Also,
the Titanic here.
Omega stole it in 1985.
There we go.
Lame.
Yeah.
What did he do with it?
He summoned all the he summoned all the ghosts on it to be part of his ghost army. It was the whole thing.
What did one ghost say to the other ghost? Who cares?
Okay.
All right.
Not quite the same when you change it to ghosts from rich people. Anyways.
Ivan is going to... I don't want to move too far down. Vincent's holding the thing's attention well enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go not as far down as the other two went.
Okay. So like 75 feet?
Yeah, roughly. Not right... separate from Vincent, but see if I can start circling around. And...
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. So you're 75 feet down, and you're going, 300 feet close?
Yeah, but at a separate location, and see if it
So you're like circling around the side?
Yeah, see if it holds attention on Vincent.
Okay.
And then try to figure out what the hell the other two are doing, I guess.
You lose sight of it. One of the buildings is blocking your sight.
Okay.
So you don't know. As you're there, you kind of notice it tracks its eyes to the left, and you look back behind, you can see Ivan swimming off to its side. And now its eyes are flitting back between you and Ivan, or where Ivan's position was. So it's definitely getting more agitated now. That it can't see either of you, but now you've definitely raised its level of, irritation.
Okay. So, and did I see where Jeff was swimming down to?
You can see his little light in the distance.
Okay.
It's a little glow stick light.
All right. Carefully, I'm going to kind of slowly go to make sure try to at least make myself seem less of a threat just by going very...
well, do you realize the best way is for you to swim away?
Yeah.
So,
all right, then I'm going to try to make an arc where I go back, get its attention, maybe let him go off there, and then swim back down towards...
Oh, you have its attention right now, so...
Yeah.
So if you just swim directly away from it, it'll probably be less irritated.
Yeah, so I'm going to swim away, give it time to calm down a little bit, and then go back down to Jeff.
Okay.
And then...
Okay.
I need to talk to him.
So you lose sight of it too, because you're too far. You're below. But so the three of you are all basically together. At this point. And you're off.
Do I have line of sight to them? Them still though?
Yes.
Okay.
They're little dots.
Can I see the Cyrillic now?
No. You're too far down. Actually, you catch up. Who has the? Oh, but you have the writing tablet.
Yeah, y'all ditched me, motherfuckers.
So you can try to gesture to. You can try and gesture. Do you want to? Yeah. What are you going to do now that you caught up with them?
All right. So I'm going to just look over. Because are you looking in my general direction?
No, you're too far away to see him. He's hundreds of feet away from you.
Like if I can spot them, I might wave my glow stick for them.
Are you trying to wait for them to come to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't have line of sight on the creature, which means he doesn't have line of sight on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can just try to drop a phone.
All right, so you guys are, the three of you are 100 feet down and 300 feet away from the aisle. He's 300 feet away, but 75 feet up and also to the side.
Closer to a building.
Yeah, closer. He's closer to that. You can see one of the buildings, or at least part of it.
We don't want the radio tower. We want the
you'd have to get higher to see the text from where you are.
Yeah.
All right.
The three of you, the three of you don't have the writing tablet, by the way. That's with him. So what are you kind of? Yeah, he went back and caught up with you two.
Okay.
So the three of you are floating together, 100 feet down, 300 feet away from the thing. It's just you can look below you. Actually, Kurzak, are you 100 feet down, or are you all the way down?
I'm all the way down.
All right. So you see him below you, and you're on the ocean, the sea floor. It's not an ocean, sea. And there's little weird things crawling around, and you see some debris from various rotted ships and stuff like that. You know, it's a new sea, obviously, so it's not, you know.
It doesn't exactly have wrecked ocean liners or warships.
Right. You actually do notice that there is a pipeline on the floor leading towards and away from the island.
Any writing on it?
Not the section that you're on.
Okay, well, I'll wait for them. Kind of like...
Well, they can't go that far down.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're yeah.
Oh, left that behind a long time ago.
Yeah. So yeah, Jeff and Vincent.
So, pointing up, I'm going to point up toward his glow stick, just
Towards
kind of
Ivan's.
And I'll just kind of point at my mouth.
Go to Ivan.
Okay. All right. So the two of you are heading to you. Kurzak, what are you doing? You see the two of them heading off to Ivan.
I'll head over to Ivan.
All right. So all four of you catch up.
I'm looking for the serpent while I come up just to make sure it doesn't loop around on us. Not serpent, sorry, eel.
Eel.
Yeah, keep an eye out for the eel.
Okay. So all four of you are there.
Grabbing the tablet.
Okay.
So, I just have it right down there. Cyrillic writing on the side, pointing back to where I was.
Yeah.
You're
too. You have to get up
take a picture of it.
He's too far away.
And
when you couldn't take a picture of when he was there.
I mean,
he could. Yeah, he didn't have a camera.
I don't think.
Your memory's good. You can scratch down what you saw, right?
Anyway,
my hovercraft is full of eel.
Eel is using bioluminescent signaling. It's like, could aesthetic replicate something similar?
No lights, sound.
So
wow, he wrote that angrily.
It's like aware of sound, didn't know changes, wanted to ask.
All right, so you're up to the side. You're 75 feet down. You're 300 feet away from the island itself, approximately. Having your little talk. So you see the building. The building is blocking your side of the eel. So you could presumably use the island as cover to get up all within it.
Because their goal is to get into the building. Right?
Is it possible to communicate with my nanites right now?
You can talk. You can internally talk to
Yeah,
them.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I have a question.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff, Steve, Bill, Sam.
With what we have now, is it possible for you to plug into an external device?
Depends on the external device.
What about Jeff's aesthetic?
Unknown alien technology.
Okay. So, but if he could plug in, since it is primarily sound, could that be converted through my eyes or the optic sensor, since I have that, into to a light pattern?
Possible, but it will cause neurological damage, probably.
Well, we're gone at least this far in this case. So, all right.
I was gonna say no.
Yeah.
But then you said neurological damage.
Oh, we can cause brain damage there. Go for it.
It's okay. We've got a counselor in the group.
All right. All right. So, and writing back, I'll just write down there. Okay. That's like nanites think they may be able to convert. That's like energy projections into. That's like sound from aesthetic to there.
Any downside?
Possible. That's like possible neurological damage.
It's a risk, but I think we should take it.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to try and use that to try and pacify the beast?
Yes. So at least if we can try to do that, create a sequence that can soothe it. So
Okay.
Time to use them.
Tell them we're not a threat.
Okay. So you do. Do you have any fate points left?
2. So
Okay. You can spend one. You essentially plug into it. He becomes essentially a kind of like a plug-in for your, for how Winamp does things.
Visualizer.
Visualizer. That's
Thank you. Yeah.
So you can make the roll. However, I will say the number that he rolls is how much stress you take.
And is that going to be health composure?
Yeah, health. Actually,
composure or health? I'm sorry.
Health.
Okay.
It's going to be incredibly painful.
All we had to do was curl up into a tiny ball and glow, and it would have protected us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have no idea of knowing if this thing's sentient or if that's an attempt at communication at all. So instead, I'm going to go for everybody look away. Okay. Because we're going for the Porygon pattern from the first, the seizure episode of Pokemon.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Damn it! I was pacifying.
All right. Well, that's pacifying.
That is pacifying.
All right. So you all float up above the building, so you can get line of sight.
You're trying to justify that neurological damage.
Yeah.
The eel sees you, is real angry that you're closer to the island, but.
That's a 5 ascendant.
5 ascendant. So you take 5 physical stress.
All right.
So, owie. Let's see if the eel can resist that. Has +3. Nope, it does not. It kind of twitches and has a seizure.
Somebody go put a wallet in its mouth.
Get in the building. Get in the building.
And so do you. So it's real fun. Or wait, it's not.
No.
It's the opposite.
I'm going to try to drag Vincent into the building now.
So with Kurzik, you see 2 buildings. One says barracks and one says machine room. Which one do you want to herd the group towards?
Machine room.
Machine room? Okay. So you go in the machine room. It is, of course, flooded. But it's not going to stun it forever, but it will stun it for enough for you to get in the machine room.
Oh god.
So you look in the machine room.
So you're saying we may have to do it again on the way out?
Or maybe depending on whether you want to even go in the machine room, stay in the machine room. So yeah, that's the first thing. You do see a lot of machines for
in the machine room.
Really?
Shaping metal, that kind of thing, typical kind of machine room stuff. There is a hatch that looks like it leads down. It is sealed shut, and there's a old Soviet-style computer, and that's it.
So does this look like the place where we came in last time?
You went down the elevator to get to.
Oh, that's right.
And
I've never
the elevator is at the base of the radio tower, which is right next to that thing. Also, in the elevator, you can see the doors are shut. So and sealed. So if you want to get in there, you could try and Kurzik could rip open the elevator doors, but you'd be right beneath the thing, the giant eel. So
do you want to try the sealed door?
But there is a sealed hatch leading down in the machine room. Or you could go check out the barracks. You can have one action before the eel will recover from its stun.
What do you guys think? Everyone's just going to do their action. Jeff, what are you doing?
You can investigate the room, try the
I'll
hatch.
investigate the room.
Okay.
I am not the strong person. I will not hatch.
Okay. So you're looking around. What skill are you rolling?
Alertness?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, Kurzik, what are you doing?
I'll go test the door to see if it can be.
It's a hatch. It's one of those things, like a submarine hatch thing that you have to. So you're trying to. It is stuck right now. There's just some. You see, there's some sort of weird locking mechanism on it. You've never seen a thing like this before, but they've added a lock to a thing like that. So you don't know. If you have do you have burglary?
No.
Okay. So Ivan, what is your action?
Robble, burgling it.
All right, so you're
gonna burgle it.
All right, so you're looking over at the hatch. You see there's a weird security mechanism for it. You actually see that it is there actually is a physical key for it. They built a lock for hatches like this. So it's yeah, give me a burglary check.
Yeah, I grab a random couple of different tools to use them as a...
All right, what are you doing as your action?
Awareness as well, just to see what signals. So if there's an active computer system we can use.
Well, sorry.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so all right. While you're all doing these things, the eel recovers and starts thrashing around and looks. It was blind when this happened, so it doesn't know where you are now. But obviously, if you leave the room, it will probably see you because you'll be right in front of it, and it will probably not be happy at you. So, and you'll be close enough to its egg clutch that it will probably try to eat you or kill you. So, what do you get on your alertness?
2.
You do see a sealed box. It looks waterproof, and it's sealed, but you can carry it with you.
Gold.
Yeah,
Okay. Gold box.
It's like an armored briefcase kind of thing, but obviously Soviet era design and designed to be waterproof. So, and you can feel there's some things rattling around in it. So,
all right.
Ivan, what'd you get in burglary?
4 mundane.
For mundane, you realize that there is you have an idea of what the key would look like. It's just a weird mechanism that you stick in there, and then that disengages the lock on it, and then you can spin the hatch normally. So you know what it looks like. You just have to find it, but you have no idea how you would pick this kind of lock. You'd have to.
I use my...
you could use physical force to brute it, but you don't know what would happen. There might be some sort of secondary thing, maybe an explosive or
grenade,
something.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look at the group. I'm going to attempt to draw roughly what it looks like on my board.
Okay. So...
Wait, do we have a techno person?
And you failed your alert.
Yeah, I didn't know so.
So you just... the computer is like...
Dead.
It's water everywhere.
Yeah, well, I get if they had at least a waterproof one here, possibly. They're looking at the box, so... is there another piece of floating debris around somewhere?
Sure.
Can I take it, hit the bottom to see if it sounds like if it's flooded on the other side, or if it's...
It does not appear to be flooded on the other side of the hatch.
Okay. So, if you want, I can use my other fate point to vacuum out the water, basically pressure, create a pressured bubble.
Well, it probably has an airlock thing on it, so...
Okay, so we wouldn't have to go... Oh, right.
You're guessing that, if it's...
We're going to find out.
Yeah. So you show everybody what the key would look like. You don't think it's in here unless it's in that case, or it's inside one of the machines, in which case you'd have to spend an hour or so, disassembling everything. So it's either in the barracks, or you don't know where to look. So
okay, you want me to try to open? Is the box locked itself? Or?
No, you can open it. It's just going to, flood it with water.
Right. I think if something is in it's pretty obviously waterproofed, then it probably it would be good if it didn't get wet.
Okay, well.
So hold on.
Yeah, if you want to spend a fate point, you could have make your energy shield waterproof.
So I can at least do that to make sure, since we're not getting into it.
Yeah.
All right, so
if we're in a bubble,
I'll just go ahead and...
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you pop it open, and there is a diary in it, and a key, and the key.
Okay.
Yay!
But the diary is written in Russian, obviously, and looks like it has a lot of information.
Can you sock puppet Kurzik for us?
Yes. You realize you only have he doesn't have enough time to read the whole thing before the energy shield will collapse, but he can read some of it. Yeah.
can I just close the box?
Yeah, you can close the box, but you won't be able to read it while it's in the box.
Okay.
Just we're looking for
we can talk right now, too, obviously.
Yeah, you can talk.
So let's just put it back in there, and if you really think it's waterproof, if there's an airlock or something on the other side, let's mess with that problem then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So let's... All right, you disengage the lock.
Yeah, disengage the lock.
Give me another burglary check.
Yay! Burglary! Not so good. It's still going to be a +1.
+1. You open it, and you can see that there is a... you don't open it all the way. The water floods in the room. But you keep there is an underwater mine set to the inner part of the hatch because you did not batter the hatch down. It did not explode, but you almost, because you made your check at a positive, you didn't. The sudden water rush didn't trigger it either. So go ahead and give me a willpower check because God,
fuck,
yeah,
I'm mortal.
You are.
That is a +2 indeed.
So take 2 composure,
right.
As that's real scary.
So I just shout, fuck!
Yeah.
Sea mine! Sea mine!
Sea mine.
But you made your check, so you can remove it safely after being scared.
Gradually, ask for assistance from some people.
But it is an airlock. It is, so there is another hatch below you. So, but there is a ladder leading. It's basically a vertical shaft they put a hatch in the middle to make it a sort of impromptu. So all of you sort of have to hang on the ladder, close the hatch, and then push the water cycle button. So
so basically get the mask back on, get into the water.
Yeah.
And I want to...
It's very cramped in here, especially with 4 of you.
And cursing.
Also, what are you doing with the explosive charge?
I was going to ask, guys, do we want to save this for somebody outside, maybe? Is there a way to save that, you think?
I mean, save it for something in general.
Just float it out there if we're on our way back out.
You could stick it in the middle between
I was going to say, put it in a safe spot in the machine room?
You can put it in a vice.
So there we go.
Just gently.
Gently vice
snug.
And then just make sure that it, we got it available later for possible plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you put it in a vice in the machine shop, which is a great idea. Yeah. So if you squeeze in there, you're all basically it's like Tokyo and rush hour in the subway level of, and it's completely dark except for your glow sticks. Because you
flashlights.
Yeah, and Kurzik's muscles everywhere.
Stop flexing.
Hit the water cycle button.
If you had arms like these, would you ever stop flexing?
Yes.
I think not.
I'm not a narcissist. That was a good line.
Because you don't have arms like these.
All right, I'll give you. Kurzik gets a fake point. So you open up the bottom hatch, and it reveals the ladder leading down to a open sort of chamber. It's with armored glass on either side. Looks like kind of a lab or a biohazard kind of chamber.
Switch to my Ouroboros mask.
Do I recognize it from the last time I was here?
No, this is part. You were taken directly to the containment.
Oh, I forgot. It was the okay.
Yeah.
I didn't go, so you guys are going to have to lead the way on this one.
So you're in air now. You can all talk to each other. So,
I write down on the board, now what?
We could talk now. So yeah, you can read that journal you found if you want to take some time. So
we found a journal. It has backwards R's. You need to read it.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay. So it is like 100 pages, so you don't have time to read all of it. But
just skim.
What skill do you want to try and pick the useful information out of the book, Kurzik?
I can read it, but is it a bunch of science crap?
It is a bunch of science crap.
Can he read it off?
Okay. It's here's the thing. I can read this, but at the same time, I can't read this.
Can he read it and I make an academic roll off of what he says?
Put your bicep on the book and flex the information out.
You can. If you do so, everyone will get a fate point because you're spending a long time in there.
To which I'm just going to close the book we'll read this later.
All right. So there are 2 doors, one leading to A wing and one leading to B wing. That's the only information you have.
I forget.
Yeah, you don't know much about this island. You don't know much about the layout of this place.
Do we have is there a map anywhere?
I propose we go to X Suite.
Hey-o.
Sorry, low hanging fruit. All right.
Especially considering the A-Wing and B-Wing were both fighters and stuff.
Why wing did you do that?
I really.
Aaron loses a fate point.
I actually prefer the A-Wing as a nice maneuverable fight. Anyhow.
So, A-Wing or B-Wing. You know, unless you want to make some kind of skill check to figure out more about what's behind door number 1 and door number 2.
Or read the journal and see if it elucidates.
Yeah, but it's long and unless you want to spend hours and hours reading through it and trying to figure it out. Because he does describe each wing, but in very dry.
Well, if we wait here for hours, then maybe the eel will have a chance to calm the fuck down.
No, it won't.
Because I don't know eels.
You only have so much food, water, and air in here.
Yeah. So. I'm going to say, bad decisions have worked better for us in the past. When we actively make a bad decision, fewer people die. When we try to do the right thing and make a solid, wise decision, more people get hurt.
Oh yeah,
so let's just be impulsive.
When we do good things, it's a charnel house around us.
You're depressingly correct.
So let's just go to A-Wing. Fuck it.
All
right. So you open the door.
Because A stands for awesome, right?
There's red emergency lighting.
The B stands for better.
So there's power still in this place.
Or does it stand for...
Which
I don't like the emergency lights, but cool.
Yes.
There are...
But A stands for awesome.
There is also a weird chemical smell in the air.
I'm going to quickly put my rebreather mask on.
Okay. That's fine. And so as you go down there, the corridor goes ahead and then to the left. And you can see there is one door that has been welded shut on the right, and then the corridor goes off to the left. So you obviously with Kurzik you can batter a door down. The label, the sign on the door has been ripped off. It was like a little plaque, but someone pulled it off, so you don't know what's behind it.
Beware of the leopard.
Yeah. So do you want to try the welded shut door or go off to the left?
I'm imagining the door that was welded for a reason.
Yeah, so probably just going off to the left would be best right now.
Okay.
Why not?
Unless it's leading down, but I don't think that's...
Switch back to the Ouroboros mask and let's just go left. All right, cool.
All right, so you go left. And it goes forward a little ways. You do see a half-open door that shows a stairwell. It goes up and down, obviously. A door on the left and on the right. Both are closed, but they don't seem to be welded shut. So you could go... You know that the containment chamber that you want is obviously at the bottom level of this facility.
So do we want to poke around, or do we just want to get there GTFO?
That's my preference.
Yeah, because I would rather make sure we can get there.
Well, it is.
All right.
Yep.
Everyone give me an alertness check.
Yay.
No!
Oh, hey, cool. I actually made it. All right. I'll pull that.
+2 superhuman.
3
Okay.
on mundane.
1 mundane.
Let's see here. What'd you get?
+2 superhuman.
1.
Did you hear something?
Did you guys hear that?
I fucking hear nothing.
I'm sorry. I was listening to my internal beatbox. What?
Boots and cats.
So you're on level 3 of 6. A stairwell seems to go down to level 5, and then there's just a bunch of... there's a couple of desks and tables and things that have been put in there, cluttering it up before you can get to the bottom. So you can try and move the debris or go to level 5 and look for another way down.
So, this right now, we can just burn the debris out of it, so melt
We
it.
can make big guy move it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Either way, it would work. I mean,
This is the only reason you brought me along, isn't it?
kind of.
Pretty much.
And to read Russian.
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah.
That's actually really helpful. And arm wrestling the Russian dude, so it's kind of both in the
You
one.
didn't plan on that, though.
Are you taking time to destroy it so it's not in anyone's way, or are you just moving it so you'll have to move it when you come back? You could just move it right behind you, but then you'll have to clear it again when
You're the
get on
professional
way.
lifting guy.
It's probably best that we lift it out of our way.
Totally. So, like, it's not going to be a problem when you come back. Mm-hmm. Well, the way you can see it is just to smash it into small
frog smash.
Yeah, so that you can just pile it off at the bottom of the server. So you start doing that, which is making a lot of noise for all three.
Well,
of you.
You do your part when I do this.
Yeah, you're just smashing things. It feels very cathartic. You haven't done a lot of smashing. So the three of you got a couple minutes to kill. You're just going to wait around, let him do his thing.
Keep an eye.
I'm singing old alien war songs as I do this.
I should get a gun. Like, learn how to use it.
I'm trying to note one more awareness just because
you can't.
Oh, you're right. So.
No, I mean you'd have to move away from it.
Okay.
You have to go up at least a level.
Okay.
No, you have to separate from the group all in the dark, in the basement.
No,
we're not doing that.
You're technically in the basement. Yeah,
we're
all right. So it's just too noisy for you to notice anything. All right.
Okay.
All right. So you're just sitting around watching them do it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out on the corridor.
Nothing could be sneaking up on us now.
I'm just watching the corridor, you know.
Okay.
Nothing could be finer than a crisis that is minor in the morning.
Oh, you're singing too. That's good.
Yeah, that's
Which
how
of you
word
three
series
wants a
work,
fate
right?
point the most?
I don't need one very much.
I'm back up.
No,
I probably should take to fall on that one. So
all right,
let's go ahead and have a fate point, Aaron.
All right. You three of you are just talking, and
so I says to the guy,
and then there's just something sort of darts out from the darkness above, hits Aaron right at the base of his neck, Vincent, and Vincent just springs out into the darkness.
Shit.
Vincent,
wait, hold on.
Give me an endurance check to see if you stay conscious.
Different frog things?
As the G shifts are really strong.
that's probably not going to happen.
Okay.
So, no, I'm just pass out.
All right, you black out as you were just...
Which is probably for the seizure, too. So.
Yeah, a bunch of G's of just, like, slam into you as you were pulled at tremendous speed. So the two of you, what do you do?
Old school mass villain. Running into danger.
I'll die with the hammer in my hands.
Kurzik, Vincent.
What?
Just start running.
Tentacle from the darkness.
I have pummeling to do. Oh, that's.
I'm just running towards wherever the hell Vincent appears to have gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All three of you give me athletics or move checks.
Non-consensual bungee jumping.
Well, one ascendant.
Okay.
4 mundane.
5 mundane.
Okay. With one ascendant,
I'm leaping.
you are leaping, and you see it up on the second floor. It's still in the stairwell. There is a larger horse-sized frog, and Vincent's legs are sticking out of its mouth.
Kurzik, you should tame it and put a saddle on it.
Oh hell no!
Let's see here.
I'm the only one who
Go ahead and give me another endurance check. You're getting by a giant frog.
Yeah.
Just like my honeymoon.
Just like the gypsy lady.
Am I awake now? Or
No, that's right. Just like the gypsy woman said.
No.
Okay. You can say you got a 0. Okay. So let's see here. That is 9 stress. Physical stress.
I may just be out.
You can take consequences.
Let's see, because that's I only have 3, 4, 5.
You can take consequences, or you can be out for this fight.
Thoroughly creeped out.
Do I creep you out?
Alright, so let's see. You said 9 stress total?
Mm-hmm. Each box is worth a number equal to its thing.
I'd have to take a severe stress to basically
All right,
get.
that's your choice.
Oh yeah,
I only have my 2 and 3.
Actually,
my 3 and 2 boxes.
you'd still be in. You have to have one more than you have to not be able to check a box.
Okay.
So 3 and 2 and 4 is 9.
Okay, that would be so moderate 1. So. Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, you're just being digested.
Yeah, partially digested.
That's the moderate consequence.
Yeah.
That's why I was writing it.
Yeah. Partially digested. Just a little bit. So. Let's see here. That was its action.
Yes.
Was to start digesting you. Kurzik, you grab onto the railing on the second floor. So you're hanging from the stairwell. You're just sort of in the middle of it. You're not on the ground yet. So you could, I guess, make a leap attack at it and try and... Are you trying to do damage to the frog, or are you trying to get Vincent out of its mouth? Get Vincent out. All right, you can just make an attack roll.
It's like, you shall not be digested!
All right, it's going to try and dodge.
4 ascendant.
All right. Defender... Well, wait, no. It only got 3 ascendant. So, you manage... You slide out. You'll be a Lactex target. But you knock into him, and he goes sliding across. What you got? 4 mundane?
4 mundane.
And you got what?
5 mundane.
Okay. You'll be able to get there next round.
I have an idea.
As the two of you are running up the stairs, or what have you. So, new round.
This one I just want to totally go groundskeeper Willie, just tear my shirt off. Like, I live for this!
All right. The frog is going to leap away. Because it's an ambush predator, it's not going to stick around to fight. And it does very well. It gets a 7 ascendant.
Smoke bomb.
So
at this point, I'm just
going. It just leaps into the second floor somewhere, into the darkness.
At that point, I better see to him.
Okay. So he picks you up.
And oh, you're alive. Fantastic. You don't want to look at yourself right
Slam
now.
the door
Did
shut.
anybody get the number of that amphibian?
So it's not going to fall through this
It's like, I had his number all right, and it was not your turn. But seriously, don't look in the mirror right now.
I'm probably...
Yeah, nanites will fix it.
Oh, yeah. The nanites,
You'll be fine.
Repair sequence initiated.
I got
get me to the damn
This
plant.
gives us an opportunity to replace more of that inefficient carbon mass with more of the...
Just get me to the damn plant.
Okay.
So in that case, he didn't specifically say not to do that.
Yeah, so you can continue on. You finish getting the debris. Unless you want to chase... Yeah, I see. So it sounds like you're not chasing after them.
No.
I've locked it out, because I'm hoping frogs can't operate handles. I might be wrong. This might be a hyper-intelligent velociraptor frog, and,
Or it could just be strong enough to jump through the door.
Yeah, because...
It'll slow it down, at least I hope.
Yeah.
If not,
Actually,
I've got another strategy.
Raptors can start to crude suspension bridge to the mainland.
So you all get through the debris and you get to the 6th floor, and then there's a little blinking vault door and a little computer terminal there, and you see one of the old on the screen. There's a little old man, one of the people you recognize. That was one of the caretakers. He's like, "Hello,
caretakers."
Well, is this me, just Vlad?
Vlad, do you remember me?
Of course. I copied my consciousness into a computer so I could make sure that you would come and that I would open the door for you.
Well, thank you, Vlad. We appreciate it.
Yes.
All right.
I'm looking forward to extinguishing my consciousness here.
That got dark.
Dark.
He knows he's a fork. He knows that's why he's there.
Okay.
No.
Do we have a safe method that we've kind of carrying it out?
It is an armored... It is the thing that could destroy all life on this planet is in an armored case.
Okay. Is there an active teleporter that we can use?
No. Of course not. We would not build such a security risk.
Okay. Is there a place we have some issues here? There's
yes, many. I've heard the frogs have gotten loose. I can't believe they didn't just open the doors and kick them out. But they thought that they would just die in here. But no, they thrive.
Okay,
yes, I
so
know.
you're
They're
obviously
large.
aware
I'm
of
not sure what they're eating.
each other, probably.
Great.
Maybe.
Well, you know the thing about
That's
frogs,
not sustainable.
if they're big enough to eat you, they will.
Oh, yes.
Just like he found out.
Do you have any deterrents for the frogs while you work?
No.
Guys, I've got this. Listen, the whole point of the dragon's glare is
If you're
essentially
using-
like a serpent staring at a frog. It freezes it in place, makes it unable to act. That's how my power works.
They're still ambush predators. If they cannot sneak up on you, they will not attack. Unless they think you are too weak for
So
them.
we'll just make noise.
But all you have to do is get to this. If you're using ideal technology to teleport, if you get to the surface above the water line, you will be able to teleport away. I have not detected any teleport blockings here.
So the center should be safe enough as long as we can just press the button while we're out.
But
Push the button.
If we need
Well, no. If you can get the seed to the surface, you can just teleport back to the brass door. So.
Okay.
You just said...
Why do you need to do it there?
Right, you can't do it in here because this is an armored, shielded facility.
No, why can't he eat the seed here?
Oh, you're going to go to the Mariner's Trench Lab to do that.
Yeah, we're getting a safe one, or they could just teleport me directly
Because the whole point of getting in the lab and everything was to figure out, what happened, because it's entirely unprecedented.
And to be safe about it versus...
He doesn't even know if his nanites were able to do it. Like, if they would, if the seed would eat them, who eats who?
A global threat, essentially.
Yeah. Also, even if it does work, if that happens right now, his consciousness is almost certainly going to get obliterated to make room for more nanite eating things. So he becomes the counter Grey Goo to the Grey Goo, essentially. So the Mariner's Trenches lab is the whole, maybe not have that end in a real bad scenario for his consciousness. So,
yeah,
anyway,
so we're being safe.
You plan things ahead. That's good.
Huzzah.
So, I opened the door. It is safe. I have been monitoring it and listening to frogs, and that is it. That is why I'm looking forward to extinguishing this copiness.
Yeah, it does sound like it sucks.
You ever considered getting your mind transferred into an alien body, perhaps?
No, I am just a fork. I am just a copy of my real consciousness who has gone away to a place I do not know, because then I cannot be forced to reveal it.
That's cool.
You are so much more than that.
No, I'm not.
No, just let him serve his purpose.
Oh, he's like a Meeseeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's okay.
I saw that show. It was good.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, Ivan, thank you again.
My name is Glad.
I'm Affairs.
Yeah.
I've had a seizure today.
You have. Oh, you've been eaten by frog partially.
Yeah.
It's been erupted.
Glad. Thank you for your service again.
Of course. It opens the door.
It's like, may I die now?
Yes. Yes, may I die? Is it all right?
Bon voyage.
Your purpose is served.
Good. The door is open.
So he's like Gurr.
Yeah.
Like Gurr self-destruct. Finally!
Pretty much. So yeah. By the way, it didn't look. It looked like a 1980s CGI version of him.
Like a Max Headroom.
Yeah.
So it also was like an old tube television turning off.
Yep.
Where do old AI thought forms go when they die?
Dude, there's got to be a digital afterlife.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we can answer that question. We just need to get out.
We bet you that.
The armor case. It's about the size of a dog carrier.
Yes.
Mid-sized dog carrier.
We should give it a name.
No.
It's a dog, right?
No, it's not. And Kayla wasn't here for it.
Yep, that's his name. They just have the word seed written on it.
Seed.
With multiple E's.
Yep.
Who's a good extract?
Yeah.
Who's a good extract? Yes, you are.
All right, so let's get out.
All right, so you go back up. Everyone give me learning checks. If at least one of you makes it, you can spot the frogs before it comes up on. But if all of you fail...
Holy balls, I made it for once.
All right.
I think 3.
Yeah.
Good thing they did.
Yeah, getting a +2 on that.
Okay, you see the frog.
I will scare the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
I'm Dragon's glaring it.
So...
Should I roll or...
When does the scene end for the purpose of stress?
After you teleport away. This is the last scene, basically.
So, +5.
Okay. Yeah, you see the frogs. And you're able to...
Just charging up my ones like, come on.
They just watch with their unblinking eyes.
I'm holding holding seed in one hand, and just my other hand is burning plasma.
Yeah, they have no reaction because they're frogs. They don't give a fuck.
I Dragon's glare them.
But they're just waiting to see for you to show weakness, but you don't.
I play menacing music in support of his strategy.
I show them
He's on a low baseline the entire time.
Flashbacks of serpents staring them down.
And I show them I am more frog than they.
But as you get in the airlock,
Are you the owl frog?
I assume you're going to use the airlock properly. You're not going to flood the base.
Yeah, we're going to try to do this right.
All right.
Because
after you get out of the airlock, you're back in the machine shop room
with the mine,
and your mics all come on. And this TED Talk thought leader. He's like, "Hi guys, I've been innovating a lot, and is that an alien weapon of mass destruction? Because that is such a great innovation, and I'm really looking forward to synergizing with you on a new startup where we can leverage that in a deep blue ocean strategy as a new service in our ride share gig economy."
First, wow, I didn't realize the mics just fixed themselves. I couldn't, so don't worry about it. But 2, this is really important. That's Vincent's.
but he's a value partner. He'll definitely get some premium stock options. But I feel we can make a startup.
We really need to expose this to the wisdom of the crowd.
Yes, the wisdom of the crowd. Thank you so much.
I'll tell you what.
That was out of character.
Not helping.
So I'll tell you what. Give me a treatment. Send it to that small email.
I really need the seed now.
Well, right. The problem is.
I bet that's not the first time you said that.
I need to because let me give you the elevator pitch. All right, let me give you the Shark Tank. Hey, Shark Tank treatment, right? We tell everyone that we have it, and if they subscribe to our service, we'll give them protection against it, but if they don't, then they'll be consumed by it. So it's like Netflix, but for existence.
I like where you're going here, but there's a real problem with that approach.
If we could do Shark Tank, those shark aliens where if your pitch isn't good enough, they eat you.
Yeah,
you see, that usually causes a counterstrike for concerned parties.
I know, but Uber's got they really innovated in this area of sort of disrupting regulations.
How many fate points do you have left?
That many.
Can I grab? Do we still have the tablet? The tablet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you also have the tablet, and yeah.
So I'm just writing down the tablet so he can't hear me.
Okay.
So I will lose consciousness, but I can interface one more time with aesthetic. Send a goddamn meal at it.
All right, we'll give it a try.
And then carry me up and then get me back.
Carry me home.
All right.
Seems like it. All right, so here's the roll for starters.
Hold the seed.
I don't want to.
Hold my seed.
No.
I'm no longer glad to be a part of it.
You're welcome, Ross.
It's for the listener.
Do I need to spend my last fate point for that?
No, you're just knocked out.
Okay, good.
So that's a base 9 ascendant.
Yeah, no, you're knocked the fuck out. So
we will carry this.
Actually, give yourself a severe consequence. Epileptic. But yeah, no.
You keep the.
You keep the existing one.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, sorry.
Yeah. Keep partially digest.
Well,
jeez,
this may be the last one before he gets his full reset.
So. Yeah, you send it off. The eel finds a submarine and just starts. Yeah, they're giving you the opening that you can all. You don't have to make any.
We're just gonna swim safely up.
But you do hear this. How dare you stand in the sight of progress? My startup will disrupt everything. And then you teleport back to the brass door. So you wake up. You're back in the safety brass door.
That's just like gonna give that a hard no.
Warbot is asking as you're there. Warbot is trying to argue that he can he use that as his new chair because he has his nuclear mine footstool. He'd really like to have.
Vincent's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it.
Yeah, but until then, can I sit on it?
Warbot.
He's awake now, so
ask him.
he needs to.
No, we're taking it now.
But I wanted to sit on a weapon of mass destruction.
Hey, we all do.
5 seconds.
Yeah. I'll give you
5 seconds.
No.
5 seconds.
No, we're done.
So he sits on it.
1, 2, 3.
It's really.
4.
I take a picture
5.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a picture for posterity.
All right.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Wait, did he do a pose?
So.
Yeah. He does
And I just pick up the phone, calling Foot High.
Yeah.
So, are you ready?
Yeah. Of course.
I'm heading down there.
Great.
So, meet you there. Hopefully you have treatments for epilepsy.
Yep. What? Oh man, you have to tell me about it. But yeah, let's go. See if the world's gonna end. Anyways, so yeah, you've successfully resolved your plot up until the last session. So.
This has been Base Raiders Gate 9. Great campaign!
It's like Netflix, but for existence.
So Ted tried to go bond film on us.
And then we showed him our elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Hey!
So we're gonna have to do
That's a
later.
fake one. No, that you lose.
It's okay, I had extra.
Yeah. So question, comments, suggestions? You guys have fun?
No, I did like that. So
all right, so
aren't you glad you have a meat mountain to occasionally do strength shit?
Well,
Pretty much.
everyone had chances to try. Everyone had the chance
Oh no, that was one. So thank you for letting me co-opt your abilities, Bill. So
Team up powers are cool.
You know what? But I agree. You should totally go synth.
Yeah.
Go synthetic.
I have a plan and I'll talk to Ross about that for this because this was kind of this was kind of the plan for my it's like my mid-tier power boost. So
getting rid of my human body was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, the options that I had outlined earlier were you could retire your character and give up humanity as you basically spend full time dealing with this. 2, you could split your mind with the nanomachines, essentially losing all your nano powers but being human. Yeah. 3, create a team of cyborgs to distribute the burden.
It's the cloud, but for your superpowers.
Yep. Or you can infect a base to create a power source to deal with this, and thus, or use it to try and upgrade, transcend, that kind of thing. But, we can talk about this off thing. So, if there are other questions, we'll deal with Jeff's final thing before the last thing.
Before the thing.
Because you just need a power source, and then you just need to go to the moon and you can start it. So,
and then Demise will have to be dealt with.
You're ready to go fight Demise, whatever.
That's part of our end game, I believe.
I do have a finale figured out for it when everyone's resolved their subplots, at least to a good level. So Aaron's subplot is at that level.
Yes.
Now, so.
Hey, come on. You're becoming synthetic, and now my soul's becoming alien.
Yeah. It's fine.
Dude, we could have a transition together.
All right. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.